All right, and welcome. Let me turn off the sound. I am Michael. Pronouns are he, him, and I will be running Neon City Outlaws tonight as we are back after a couple weeks. If we want to go through, I've got y'all in order: Sarah, Jordan, Steve, and then Nessa. You want to go through and introduce yourselves?
My name is Sarah, pronouns she, her, and I am playing Lila Harker, who is the Merc.
Hello, my name is Jordan. I use he, him pronouns, and I will be playing Spencer Wilson, the mastermind.
Uh,
Hello. Oh, sorry, Steve.
it's all good. Hi, I'm Steve. I go by he, him. I will be playing a character who will also go by he, him, but I don't have a name yet.
Okay. I'm Nessa, she, her, and I will be playing Lucent, he, him, uh, the hacker.
All right. So, question. It's been 2 weeks. We were not able to get together last week. Um, did any of y'all take some notes?
They are not perfect, but I vaguely remember what we did.
Cool, because I know we did. You had your planning session, and then you had your first kind of going out and everybody discussing, finding out finding out various things before we got back to what would have been probably another planning session once you were able to get together. Dusty Out. We'll go over that. What your notes were in a minute. Dust City Outlaws is set up as there are Neon City Outlaws, which is based on Dusk City Outlaws, and it's coming out later this year. It's a heist game. Each one is put into a number of day and night um, uh, time periods. During one of those, you can either do a 15-minute planning session where everyone talks about what it is they want to go after, what it is they want to find. Then you go into the actual legwork. You go out there, you find this stuff, you do what you need to do in those scenes, and then you either come back together to talk about it using up another one, or immediately go on to another set of legwork scenes if everyone knows what they want to do. One is taken place. There are a total of four more before. Basically three more, and then that last one is when the cargo you're trying to intercept and take is going to be moved. So Nessa, and if anybody else wants to chime in about what y'all went through last time.
Okay. So we all met up. We got our fucking we got our mission, which is to if I remember correctly, we are supposed to steal an experiment. I don't know if steal's the right word, but
Intercept?
intercept. That's a better word. But our plan basically boiled down to casing a lab, talking to criminals, and going to the city planner's office. You two went to the city, or sorry, Jordan and Sarah, Lila, and the butler, whose name escapes me at this moment.
Spencer, yeah.
Lila and Spencer went to the city planner's office and managed to get their way in to find out stuff about the power grid, I think.
Yes.
Yes. Um, I managed to hack into the system, and we found out that a lot of the weird fast food places that are also where we get the McDonald's with information brokers. A lot of their bathrooms, people go in and then they don't come out until 8 hours later, and then they're different people sometimes. So clearly
That
there's
is a
something going.
bad shit.
Yeah, it's not. They're probably not going to the bathroom, and if they are, good God. So we realized something weird about the fast food franchise bathrooms. I don't remember what their mascot ended up being. It was like a wombat or like a
Something like that, yeah.
no, it was a muskrat. I remember because I was
That's
like,
it.
it was a muskrat, and you called the dog a wombat. Um, no cameras in the bathroom though. Also, apparently there were too many cameras in one of the labs. And then Lila's character went to go talk to Ethan Markov, or went to go talk to someone about Ethan Markov's schedule.
I
I don't remember which.
I think I talked to the security guard and I was just like distracting him while um Jordan and
you talked to the city planner and distracted him, but you got
Yes.
some information about Ethan Markov, whether that's from him or from someone connected to him, about his schedule. And that is all I remember on Galenia.
Hmm.
Is that a summation somewhat, Michael? I re-listened to the episode, but like I was having one of those days where like just nothing was entering my brain. I was like, these sure are sounds, huh?
I took notes from like my character's perspective, which means they're only useful for
Yeah.
like stuff like that. It was wired for stronger internet.
Yeah.
That the fast food restaurant had a ton of work done. Um,
Oh, I also have a P42779M, which I believe is the experiment number.
Yep.
I think so.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah.
My friend Sarah said she might be watching tonight.
Ethan is one of the Ethan's like the head of security of a private security team that works for
That's right.
what do we call the business? I'm going to pop back over here. So we got
Marca.
Cattell, and you'll see
Cattell.
Cattell.
Yeah, Steve. This uses we use some of the stuff for masks, which is taken straight from the Spectaculars setting book. This one is stuff for their cyberpunk version. So Cattell was the secret, the medical corporation. Vice Mechanics was the private security firm they're using, and that's got Ethan. You're in the garden, the manufacturing district.
And then Muskies.
Yeah.
Muskies.
Yep,
I forgot it was Muskies.
Slogan.
Slogan
Smells
smells
like
Smells
meat.
like meat.
Yeah, TM, parentheses, not actually meat.
It's not much better than it's not much worse than Arby's. We've got the meats.
Yeah.
Where's the beef? Yeah, dirt cheap fare, money laundering. It's used as a money laundering scheme, and also criminals tend to use it for contraband drops, information brokering. The city itself, there's been a climate disaster. I don't think we wrote down what that actually was.
Wait, remember we decided that our particular part of the city, that a rogue AI was elected mayor, or an
Yeah.
AI was elected mayor and then went rogue. So
Yeah.
there's a cyborg wandering the city being like, I'm your mayor.
Yep,
Deal with
Ex-Mayor
it.
AI is in charge of the garden where all this stuff has been taking place. That's what we decided was the Elder God, one of the vast artificial intelligence, has claimed it as their own. There's a bunch of problems with toxic air pollution. It is organized vertically, so it goes way down into subterranean districts. And the disaster, I think, was basically everybody who was not this AI mayor.
Okay.
Okay, and to see if there's anything you might have known that they didn't, I'll move us back to the main page here. Steve, your character has a thing that says knows about. What are the things that you know about?
Things you know about. Criminal, executives, medicine, psionics, weapons.
Okay.
That's good. That fills in some gaps for us.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think for
Okay.
was there anyone here that nobody else had?
I think Lila had criminals covered. Psionics?
Did Steve, you had medicine?
Yes.
Did anybody else have medicine?
Hold on.
Steve, it's so good considering
No.
what hellscape
Alright.
we live in that you have medicine.
So,
A trained assassin should be trained in medicine because he
Yeah.
probably uses a lot of poison.
yeah,
Mm.
here's some information you're going to have that they did not last time.
Okay.
So, we have you decided on who your character, what your character's name is, who they are?
His name is Lucky Roland.
All right.
Just Lucky.
So Lucky was unavailable for the first part, but has been brought in now for this one. So here's some stuff that you know. Dr. Hakeem Gregarious is the one who has been put in charge of this project. You know a little bit about him. I mean, he's the research coordinator for Cattell, the medical research project or corporation he's working for. Tall, dour, gangly man, really like looks imposing, but has like a surprisingly soft voice. you're aware of him. You haven't dug any deeper on those.
Okay.
Now, I'll let you know from the GM's perspective, the way this stuff is laid out. Let me just grab the one from Dusk City so I'm not spoiling anything. Because this is a heist game, because this is something about going and getting information and then digging deeper into things, some of the stuff that you can do on your legwork phase is essentially going deeper into the information you've got. You can also get you can also go and get specific if there's any sort of materials or anything else you need, you can go and get those. You can also get a different body. So if you look along the bottom of your character sheets, you'll notice that there
Okay.
is a whole bunch of, like, it'll say the Sith, the Cyber Ninja, the Stalker, the Lycan, and then for the Matrix, most of you have the anonymous avatar. I think Nessa chose the Super User or the X-Bit Hero last time.
Thought I was like 8-bit something.
Yeah, there's 8-Bit Hero as one of them.
Mm.
But what all of those things are, those are essentially different bodies that you can get and load yourself into, because the ability to sort of like re-sleeve yourself is a really common thing here. Steve, were you cybernetic or a synthetic?
I believe I said. Let me double check. Sorry. I don't see it on the sheet, so I'll just scroll up and I'll see it. I am apparently a cybernetic.
Okay, so yeah, so while you were anybody here is synthetic? All right, yeah. So Jordan, you were
Yeah.
you're like a full on android, but even those in cybernetic, they can put your mind into a different body, and you can then walk around with that one and have that for a while. So those are some of like the synth, the cyber ninja, the stalker, the Lycan. Those are all other ones that you're able to pick up. But like this is for Dust City Outlaws, the steampunky version of this. But it'll give me things like, hey, here's these things that you're aware of, but then it'll give me a little digging as you dig deeper, and then it'll give me some stuff like, here's, if you go even further in, you'll get more information, things along those lines. So there's often things for you to do, like more as you get more info. It'll also sometimes widen out to give you other stuff. You can get things, etc.
Okay.
Since it has been, I'm gonna give you. I'll give you the. I'm assuming you want to take the time for everybody to kind of talk over what comes next.
Yes,
After the
a
first
second planning stage, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do here. So I'm gonna flip that over. Where are you having your planning stage at? Like, where are you all meeting at?
Do we had a restaurant before?
We met at like we met at like a plastic processing facility, basically, where they like, or something like that, very industrial, where they let you like have meetings because they A, need money, and B, there's not a lot of cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Good enough for me.
Yeah, I'm good going back there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What I'll do here is, so there is a 15-minute timer. I don't know if anybody happens to be watching the stream, but I'll start it here. I'll start it here in a little bit, give you a little bit of time to start. Yeah, so you've got this information. You have pulled Steve into the job, and you are trying to take some sort of an animal out of out from the medical corporation before it gets transferred. All right, you are at a restaurant.
We're at the plastic facility, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're at a recycling plant.
Yeah, you go back there.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, you're good. Think about what you got. What do you want? What do you think you need to do next?
Oh, good. You guys brought Lucky in on this.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi,
What's up?
Lucky. I missed you from the last job.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. What's going on? Brief me.
You gotta get some kind of weird creature.
Bathrooms are the access point, right?
What's the access point?
Into Cattell?
Oh, yeah. And we have to go to.
The medical corporation.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get into Cattell to steal an animal of some kind.
Yeah.
It may help if you want to go back over the information you got from last time. Again, that might help just refresh everybody for what to do.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'll be listening.
Okay.
So we probably first things to first. We gotta break into a Muskie's bathroom. That's step one.
A Muskie's bathroom? Really?
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
Muskie's. We have meat.
Oh,
People
that
go into the
place.
bathrooms. They don't come out of the bathrooms.
Like ever?
No, well, I mean they come out, but like
it's a doorway. It's what we're thinking.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I've always wondered why Muskie's bathrooms were so clean. It should have been a front the whole time.
People don't go to the bathroom in there, do they?
They do, but you know, it's always so clean in there. I just thought, especially compared to the outside.
I've never been in a Muskie's bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. I highly recommend it.
Okay.
I know where every Muskie's is in an 800-mile radius. They have
Oh.
because of the bathrooms.
All right. So how do we plan to get in?
Yeah, that's a problem. Maybe I could like hack something, assuming we can figure out where the fuck the door is.
Well, they've been doing a lot of work in installing new air and water and electricity routes. It seems
Oh.
like they're wired for quite strong internet, which may indicate security cameras.
Oh, all right.
12
That seems
minutes?
like something we can do.
I mean, depending upon if we know when someone is about to go in, I have I can camouflage myself for a little bit. I could sneak in, see where the door is, how they access it, and then come back out and tell everybody. I have that capability.
There we go. Okay. So first things
the-
first, camp out in a Muskie's bathroom.
Like in the ceiling?
No,
Well-
like I can go camouflage. I can just walk in and
Oh.
see the entrance, but it's not a long time. It has a battery. Like it needs time to recharge after so long. So either I wait in a shitter stall or I stand there for a couple seconds while someone does their thing and then I come back out.
Mm.
I mean, that could get us at least to figure out how the door works, unless
Can you
you guys
can you
have another
camouflage
way.
can you camouflage yourself as somebody that is trusted?
No, it just makes me invisible.
Okay.
And it's not like invisible. It's kind of like that, like those old Predator movies from like the 1980s.
I hadn't watched those.
Well, yeah, nobody has. They're old.
The good
Hey,
old
Michael.
talkies.
In my notes, I have P-4779-M. What was that again?
There's a
That is-
file number.
Yeah, that's the marker for that's what the animal. That's its reference number. The test subject. P generally means for pharmaceutical testing. The 5-digit numerical destination generally means specialized care and handling, and M means mammal.
Mm.
Listen, can you hack into Cattell's system and try to find out what we're looking for?
Yeah, I could do that. I mean, the last time I did, someone kind of spotted me. Didn't catch me, but we can go. I think it'd be better spent trying to figure out like routes or something.
We know they're using a lot of power. And the plans we got of the city showed what the power grid was being used most often, right?
Yeah, but I mean, more so like where we have like an entrance or an exit or something.
Well, that'll tell us. Well, here's what I'm getting at. A lot of muskies. Not every muskie bathroom is going to go to Cattell.
Okay, well, let's then step one, cross-reference which bathroom has the most power and internet output. Second step, find doorway. Third step, profit.
I feel like
Cheers
there's
to
a
that.
lot of steps before profit. Like getting in, getting the animal, getting it out. Like you skipped a lot.
Yeah, well, that's why you're here, Lucky, because you're so lucky. See, look, here's an animal right here. Already done.
All right.
This recycling center has a lot of dogs.
But all right, so we figure out which one has the most power because that's most likely the door. We figure out how to get in, and then we improvise from there. Is that the plan?
Mm,
Well,
Got about 8 minutes left.
yeah.
I could go in and sort of case the place too, if we think that would be beneficial.
it probably would.
I could just go in as a regular person, order some muskies and get an idea of the place.
That would be effective.
Yeah. What about Ethan? Is there any inroads there?
Didn't someone find out something about what he was doing?
Yes.
I think I did, and I cannot remember what it was for the life of me.
Ethan's been having an affair with the wife of someone a bit higher up than him.
Yeah.
With the corporation that hired him.
I can look into that.
Yeah, you could go to the affair.
Or I could watch his movements.
Ooh, or go to his office when you know he is going to be having sex. Because then you know he won't be at his office.
It's
What if he's having sex?
3:27.
What if he's having sex in his office?
Fine,
Oh,
I'll
well-
have sex with him.
I mean, who wouldn't, man? You're a big catch.
I'll keep my eyes on him and find out. Like it's the boss of the guy, the city planner, right?
I think so.
That's whose wife he's having sex with.
Well, it was someone
What's the city-
from the medical corporation.
Yeah, no one's
Could
having
tell.
sex with the city planner's wife.
The city planner doesn't. No one cares about the city planner.
So, like, how high up is the person's wife? Like, the person that's wife is sleeping.
A senior
We don't know.
administrator.
Senior
But-
administrator.
Which ain't nothing.
I'll keep eyes on him, find out what's going on there.
Okay.
Or if he has any children, we could kidnap.
We're not kidnapping children.
I'm just saying.
That
Could we threaten the wife that will let her husband know that she's having an affair to like get some sort of information? Would that be beneficial?
That's a good
It might
backup.
be.
I mean,
It
if
might
we-
be.
if-
But let's keep that plan B because I'm
Okay.
kind of afraid that she won't care and she'll just
Sure.
sick her husband on us.
That's true.
I dealt with a lot of underground criminals, and you'd be surprised how many mafia wives just don't give a shit. Their husband knows who they're boning.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'd also need some like actual proof, like pictures and stuff.
5 minutes.
Oh, I can get
True.
pictures. I can get pictures.
Oh, perfect. So, all right. So you're gonna tail him.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna scope out the joint.
Yeah, I'm gonna case the place.
I'm
I-
gonna watch for people at the bathroom to see if I can find the door.
And I'm going to hack. Hang on. And I am going to hack into their system and see if I can find out, like, maybe when they're moving the creature.
Okay. Just to check here, it kind of seems like in certain respects, Steve and Jordan are doing roughly the same thing.
Okay.
And so the thing is, you're allowed. You can help out in each other's legwork
Sure.
scene, but you can still have your own legwork scene on top of that. If there was something else that you wanted to look into
Oh, sure.
from the information that you've got, because
I
I also
wouldn't.
do think I remember, Jordan, you found the warehouse, right?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Did we ever scope out the warehouse? Maybe Lucky could just Lucky do you want to scope out the warehouse? Some more?
I think either Lucky or I could scope out the warehouse. Like we could split our goals. Have one of us case the warehouse, one of us case.
I'm cool with that. Whatever you
Yeah.
want me to do. I'm the new guy. I barely know what's going on.
Do you want to scope out the warehouse or do you want to scope out the restaurant?
I'll do the warehouse because I have the
Okay.
camouflage.
Cool.
I can hide
Cool.
better.
And
Cool.
you were allowed to help out with each other's legwork. So it's one of those things where
Cool.
if Jordan's doing most of
Perfect.
the thing, we could say, yeah, Steve is hidden in there. And so basically you're not sitting there for the whole scene just to be like, have that one
Perfect.
little thing. There lets people kind of do a bunch of different stuff. All right. Anything else before we're ready to start the next?
Does it
segment?
take a scene to swap shells?
That basically becomes your legwork scene, is going and
Oh,
swapping shells.
Okay, cool. Cool.
And
Cool.
I believe let me just double check because it's in one of the things. If you want to open up, there is one of the things that you can open up has quick reference, which is good for you. In City Outlaws, a lot of this stuff is on the back of your character sheet. But one of the
Where
things
is that?
it'll be in the with the PDFs. Like this is just essentially a half page. I mean, basically. Yeah, if you've got it like this, you'd have this and this are the quick reference for the players. Yeah, it kind of goes through on legwork scenes, some of the stuff that you can do. Gain access to a piece of system, acquire a new shell, things along those lines. It kind of goes over.
Cool.
Here's a quick set of things for a player. All right, so since we know what everyone's doing, we are going to be able to then switch over. This is where I wish I had one more screen.
Anybody have a link to the PDFs?
It'll be if you look in. I pinned some stuff in the Discord. It'll be one level up from where your character sheets are. All right. Oops, did not mean to do
Okay,
that.
perfect.
And all this time, what I'm doing also, I am building up heat, and I can
Ooh.
spend that heat to make things happen, to make your lives more difficult, which is part of the fun. Who wants to go first?
Well, I'm going to. Do we have access to like an unmarked van?
Sure.
Okay,
Transportation.
I have. I'm going to use the van. Actually, no, scratch that. I am going to sneak into a building, across the way from, the Cattell headquarters.
Mhm.
And kind of keep visuals on the office spaces and stuff, and kind of keep an eye out for what's his face, Ethan,
All right.
Mr. Markov.
So, we're gonna have you. So first, as you go, now this is one of those things where at certain points, like other people can jump in. Like Nessa, for you to a degree, you are able to because you're on in the internet. You can kind of like hop around sometimes as necessary to help people. Yeah. So Sarah, first, want to do sort of you're gonna be doing a little bit of sneaking.
As necessary?
Ah.
More like necessary.
Oh. God damn it.
Do I have sneak? Let's see. I don't really have a sneak.
Well,
You'll have something in there that it's not necessarily. It may not be listed as sneak, but on your character sheets, case the joint. I think that'd be the one thing you're looking for. Sneak around. It'll be on the bottom right.
Okay, I have sneak around, but I don't have anything clicked on it.
Okay, do you have a percentage there?
No.
All right, then it is 50%. So there's a lot of people go by this. What I'm going to do is when you make a roll. So yeah, and Steve, for these rolls, do you have a thing at the bottom, Steve, that says roll, advantage, and then disadvantage on the roll 20?
On roll 20?
Mhm.
Oh, I'm not in the roll 20 at all.
Okay.
that'll help.
I did not know there was a roll 20. I missed
Yeah,
that.
same thing.
My bad.
It's on the Discord.
I found it.
So Sarah, when you hit the roll, give yourself. You got the kind of unmarked van. People are going by. The van can kind of be used sometimes depending on where you're able to park it. Give yourself 2 advantage, but then with security systems, let's go 4 disadvantage.
So that'd be the challenge dice?
Yep.
Okay.
And what'd you get?
18.
And it looks like 1 drawback on top of that. So basically, you always want to roll under your what you have. Now, if you're doing damage to something, for example, or well, if something's like a difficulty 20 challenge, or think about like 20 health essentially, like if you rolled 18, that was a success. You kind of do 18 points to it. Some things are just pass fail. Some things are this will require possibly a couple rolls depending on how well you do. But you do have 1 extra drawback on there. And for my purposes, for the extra drawback, I'm going to give 1 more heat. So you said you're looking at the building across the way?
Yeah.
Okay. So the building across the way, like there's a number of offices. You manage to sneak in, like as someone goes through the door, you're able to kind of go along with them. There's a whole bunch of, cameras and such in the area. However, not every single office in this building has been taken. You're going to need to make your way into one of the offices.
I do not think I have anything where I can like hide myself. But I do have distract. For this reason, can there be like a delivery driver uniform in the van?
That's a thing you need to go and get as part of your thing. So the thing is that the thing is there's always anything else. If you have nothing in here that is about breaking into a place or something along those lines, fix or modify.
Okay.
So that would give you a 50%.
I've infiltrated a system. I have thrown money at the problem.
Yeah, the override a system might be the thing that you could do to try to get through what you got to get into it.
Okay.
You could also get a hold of Nessa.
Yeah. I'm gonna call Lucent and say, Lucent.
Yep.
Hey, I need to get into Cattell. How would I do that?
I mean, you could play as like a driver or intern.
You're not getting Cattell, but you're trying to get an office across the street from it.
Oh.
The thing is, there is a lock on the system, and all locks are electronic anymore.
Okay, I'm trying to get into this company. Can I just make up a name for the company?
Yep.
I'm trying to get into Oblivion Mechanics.
Okay. I mean, I could just get you in, but I mean, if you want to be
can you put me on? Can you put me on like whatever the secretaries have, like a meeting list, like for the approved visitors? Can you put me on that?
Okay. Alrighty, hold on a second.
And make the name Lindsay Hansen.
Okay. Do you get that as like an ID?
Yeah, I have that.
Okay. All right. Let's see what I got.
All right, you're looking at your infiltrate a system. If you want to go ahead and make your roll on that, Give yourself one disadvantage, and then add however many advantages you have from that.
Is Nessa rolling or am I rolling?
Nessa.
Okay.
Okay. From overriding a system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You have what? Probably 2 on there, is my guess.
Yes, I do. Da-da-da-dum.
So with those advantage, and then however many disadvantage. Or then what did I say? 2 disadvantage.
I think you said 1, but
One,
I will
yeah,
take
one
2.
disadvantage, and however many advantage you have.
I forgot where our dice are.
At the very bottom, you should have roll advantage and disadvantage. Steve, do you have those?
Rolling advantage or disadvantage?
Do you see those at the bottom underneath all the names on Roll20?
No, I do not.
Go up to the collection up on the right where the chat thing is.
Yeah.
There'll be a little thing that looks like 3 hexagons and a little pyramid.
Yeah.
If you click there, you'll see under macros the advantage, disadvantage, and roll. If you'll just put those in your bar.
I got them.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And Nessa, all you want to do is go ahead and click the roll that should be at the bottom left. I think we got that in last time.
Whoops, I didn't do my disadvantage.
Oh no! Don't hit the advantage. Hit roll. Like advantage or disadvantage is only used when you only have to roll advantage or disadvantage dice, which happens on occasion. If you hit roll, a little thing will come up asking you how many of each.
Okay, disadvantage 2 or 1.
1. Okay,
45.
We'll go ahead and use that one that you got before. So those will even out, and I know 45 is going to be underneath what your thing is. Yeah, you get up there. So Sarah, you come up. The secretary looks up and goes, "Hi, how can I help you?"
Hi, I have an interview today. What did I say the name was? Lindsay Harkin, right?
Okay, goes,
Lindsay Harkin?
yeah,
I think you're saying that as a secretary. It's like,
yeah, it'll be in interview room 4. It'll be about 20 minutes or so.
Okay, can I use the bathroom?
Sure.
Okay.
Whether
is it?
you'll end up finding out as you go by. Interview room 4 looks directly out at Cattell.
Okay.
Yeah, she points away to the bathroom.
All right, so I head that way. Is it in the same direction as interview room 4?
You pass by it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I slip into. Is there anyone in interview room 4, or is it empty?
She said it'll be
All
about
right,
20 minutes before anybody's there.
Okay. I slip into the room.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
specifically, you're trying to get his movement when he leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So you set up there, looking to see when he ends up taking off.
Mm-hmm.
All right. At one point, just as you see him, he comes outside and on his phone, kind of hits the thing, and then it's sort of looks like he's essentially called a car. Right as that happens, the door opens up, and you see the most middle manager you've ever seen just sort of walks in and goes, "Hi, I'm Mr. Johnson. I understand you're interviewing with us today. Afraid I've misplaced your paperwork."
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes, I do. I have it right here, and I have this a boilerplate resume thing that
Okay.
impressive in its unimpressiveness type of thing.
Okay. Yeah, and you see he's waiting for a car to pick him up. You see one slowing down, making its way over as the guy takes it and starts sort of looking through your resume.
Is he distracted? So he's distracted enough that I can kind of clock what the license plate of the car says.
Yeah, go ahead and make a. Would that probably be? Case to join.
Gossip with corporates.
Let's see if you get a good.
Or distract someone.
No, this is more about getting sort of the data. Go ahead and get analyzed.
I'm being
data.
real good at looking at windows.
Analyze data?
Yeah.
Okay, I got 55 for that one.
Go ahead and add, we'll say, 2 advantage, 1 disadvantage. You're trying to make sure you're not seen.
76.
Okay, you have 1 advantage there, 1 disadvantage. What was your
55.
55? Yeah, you sort of take it, you realize you missed it. That car is taking off. What do you do?
Hi, I'm so sorry to bother you. Can I possibly use the bathroom?
Oh, yeah, sure. Down the hall.
Okay. I go to the bathroom and I contact Lucent again. Lucent,
Yeah, what's up?
I need you to check street cams I saw there was a black sedan, looked like a model, blah 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 blah. Track street cams, find the car, find the plate.
You got it, boss.
Okay. I will
Thank
say
you.
this because of some of the security and such in this area, and some of those things are scrambled, especially around this area. On this one, I will say, Sarah, you're going to have to be the one to actually track it down, partly on here, so that way your net person's not literally doing everything. People
Gotcha.
can help you on your legwork scene, but they can't do the lion's share.
Okay. I think what I'm going to do instead then is I'm going to sneak out of the bathroom and just leave.
Okay.
Like I'm just gonna leave.
Haul ass.
Yeah, whole ass. Just kind of walk out of the building, and get in the van and go down the street and try to get this car.
Go ahead, get your driver, pilot something. The thing is necessarily not in a hurry. It is like an Uber or such, and it is set aside that way, so it'll be a little easier to find. Give yourself 2 advantage, 3 disadvantage on your roll as you haul ass.
3. Oy. 87.
And what's your percentage in it?
Oof.
50.
Yeah. So as you're going, you're kind of tracing for it. The Uber up ahead makes a couple strange turns, and you realize at one point you've been spotted.
Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Let's do sneak around.
At this, you're in a car. At this point, like I said, you've been made. It's making some strange turns.
Okay. Okay.
Do you keep following?
All right, I'm gonna.
Do you head off at this point?
What could go wrong again? That was one of my character perks. I'm trying to figure out what could go wrong.
I would check to see what it says.
I've got it open. When you push your luck, for every 10 luck you spend, you can increase, or to increase the chance of success, you can also add 1 advantage die, up to a maximum of 4 advantage dice.
Yeah, this actually, I think I forgot. You had a 50 though. You could push your luck, but you can only push your luck once here because it will bring you to 4 dice. But the pushing your luck basically means you have a 50% in the driving. You need to push it by 4.
I actually got that wrong. I have 60.
60. You think
but still not enough.
You need to push it by 3, but you can only have a total of 4 disadvantage dice. And you've already rolled 3 on that one. So yeah, you got caught. You've been in the situation before. You know that you're not going to be able to. Like this is an expert security guard. He's at this point wherever he was going. He's not going there now.
Damn it.
Okay. And we'll say before too long, he's got corp security cars come and surround him.
I have no idea what to do.
Yeah, I'm mostly at this point. You probably have to.
I think.
Off
Yeah, I have to bail.
Yeah, because you got made on that one.
Damn it.
All right, let's take us to the bathrooms, or the muskies.
I have a question for you, Michael. So my mastermind perk says instead of taking a montage action, is what we're doing right now montage actions?
Montage actions. Let me just try to remember the difference between just the terminologies. I know montage can often be because this is the legwork scene.
Okay.
Let me just double check.
Yeah, because my ability says instead of taking a montage action during a legwork segment, you can take no action. And then that gives me a flashback.
Flashback to your time as a butler when they made you go into a muskie's bathroom.
Well, it gives me like a Blades in the Dark style.
Yeah. Oh, montage action is like a legwork scene in many respects. It allows members of the crew to go out in the city and take actions that will help them advance the plans, preparing the next phase of the job. Usually don't have any real tension to them. Players, this is so allowing when you choose to take a montage action, describe what your character does to execute the action you choose. You can choose some element of your character's history or personality to describe what it highlights. Um, these are things like do research to gain publicly available information, recover all your lost luck, heal one wound by receiving medical care or repairs, use a special ability, acquire a single item of common gear, perform some time consuming but risk free task in preparation for an upcoming scene, choose any skill your character has and mark the used box on that character, allowing you to improve the skill at the end of the session, or take a reroll token from the supply. So basically, it's when you're doing that kind of quick legwork thing that like there's no
Okay.
real risk involved. You just got to go and see.
So
see
how
a
do
guy.
how do I ever use this?
So you just you basically can go instead of doing a montage, or like for a legwork action, you can basically do a thing with the flashback because essentially it is a legwork action, but it is one of those that doesn't need like a scene for it really.
Okay. Okay, cool. Would people be I think it's more useful for me to just like bank some flashbacks.
Okay.
Are people good with that?
Yeah, I like that.
Cool. Then I'm just gonna bank a flashback.
All right. You're taking care of stuff. So Steve, and the thing is, you can still be a part of someone else's scene to help them out.
Yeah. Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
be a little harder for Nessa because Nessa's able to do better in the net than everybody else. So Steve, you were checking out the Muskies, or which one were you doing?
I was at the warehouse.
Okay.
Just for clarification, what like the Jordan had the information of the warehouse. So what was the
Yeah, so the utility hub warehouse, it's in the industrial district. It's had a bunch of extra work done lately. It has had air, electricity, and water has been routed through this utility warehouse. It was wired for stronger internet, which could indicate security cameras installed on the same day. A fast food franchise, the Muskies, also had an extensive amount of work done.
Okay.
We live in a smog hole. There's no way that they would give fresh air to a regular old building for no reason.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to infiltrate the place.
Okay.
First, I want to scope it out. Like see if there's a way in, see if there's security cameras outside.
Do a case
that
joint.
kind of
So
stuff.
you get down to like where the utility warehouse is in the industrial district.
All
So
right.
give yourself, we'll say 2 advantage, 1 disadvantage.
It's a roll. 2 advantage. Submit. Challenge pull. Is that disadvantage?
That's disadvantage.
Okay. 36
All
on a
right.
60.
All right, so
Nice.
pretty good as you're going through. We're going to add a little bit of heat. One thing you notice as you are kind of looking around that area, currently, like at this time of night, the warehouse itself is not being used. This utility warehouse is relatively empty as far as all of that goes. However, you've got camera systems that are kind of all around it.
Okay.
And then,
Uh,
I'd say, so at one point, what you can see is inside the warehouse. You can get to a vantage point where you kind of look down. You see a robot, like almost ape-like robot, about the size of a truck. That seems to be
Jesus.
patrolling inside of it.
an ape-like robot size of the size of a truck. All right. Beautiful. I'm gonna like try to. Are the cameras turning or are they just?
Yeah, the cameras are turning.
All right. I want to try to time a blind spot to like get to a
Nice.
window and get in.
Okay.
I don't know what type of roll that would be, but I want to like. I'm sure
Yeah.
I've broken into stuff before. Would that
Oh,
be
yeah.
a sneak around?
Yeah, so sneak around. I would give yourself, we'll say 2 advantage, but then 3 disadvantage. Or you're looking for the camera stuff, but those could end up being a problem.
3 disadvantage. Kabloom. All right.
All right. You managed to find the blind spot. So basically, boons and disadvantages will like cancel each other, and when you have more of, they can either give you benefit or some drawbacks.
Right, I have a 70 and sneak around. If I failed, I was gonna be upset.
And how
All
is
right,
it,
yeah.
tell me how it is you're getting in.
I don't want to use my camouflage yet because it has a limited usage.
Mhm.
So I'm just watching, like I'm just kind of timing the cameras and like I see that there's a point where they're both going to be facing away from the window.
Hmm.
And the minute that like I see that they're starting to pull away, I do just a quick run, slide, pop the window open, flip into the warehouse, and then that's when I
Just
activate my
yeah,
camouflage.
Lancer silently. So as you go, like most of the warehouse is relatively empty in this one. Like a lot of the warehouses around here are pretty prefab. They're cheap, but it's a good place to like keep a lot of shit. This one doesn't seem to have nearly as much stuff in it as a warehouse this size should be. There's some cars and trucks and some other stuff in there, but again, you've got that thing underneath you. You're kind of up on a catwalk, just and you can see where the construction I was going, kind of like off on one corner of the warehouse, and it looks like you can with what you rolled, you'll be fine. You can get closer. We're able to look down. It looks like you might actually be able to like climb your way down it. There's like the cables, everything else going there are fairly thick. You have to be fairly careful about it, but it looks like this might give you access to wherever this stuff is going, but it would be slow going most likely, like enough that even someone who's not relatively well trained could climb their way down. They just want to be careful and have maybe some help.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to climb down that. I have a 60 in my climbing, so I'm just gonna
Okay.
carefully work my way down to that area.
We'll go with one advantage, sorry, two advantage and one challenge die.
So 2,
Okay.
1, boom. Ooh, I failed. Oof. I had a 60.
A 60.
Oof.
Okay, so here, what you do here is you can push your luck. When you push your luck, now you have to spend at least 10, which will raise the minimum you need to succeed by 10, which will bring you up to 70. But go ahead, if you hit the one that says disadvantage, just roll one disadvantage die. You have to roll an extra disadvantage for every 10 points, with a maximum of 4 total rolled, including whatever was rolled on the original.
All right. So disadvantage, kaboom.
You're fine.
Perfect.
Yeah, like as you start to slip, as you go in there, you catch yourself, and there's a moment outside where you hear like the of the robot, and as you slip and kind of catch, like there's the silence up above,
Okay.
and then kind of coming closer, and as you make your way down, there's at one point you kind of hide yourself in between like some of the cables and such. As you look up, you see just like the shadowy thing kind of look through before turning and then going back around. It takes you probably a good hour when you get like all the way down to where all this stuff is going, and it's because it's kind of slow going. It takes you about an hour, but then you are at an access point at one of the underground labs. It looks like at this point you actually haven't gone in yet. You don't know how bad security is, but this appears to like where all this stuff is taking. This is where this is going into.
Okay. Is there like a terminal there or anything?
On this side of it, the thing is, if you want, you can try to go in. Like there is a door down there, but you're not. There's no terminal on this part of it.
Okay. Is there a window in this door that I can like? No. Okay.
Because this is basically goes in the utility closet. Like this, they consider air and other stuff comes through here. They're not expecting anybody to climb down it, so there's no way to see into it instead of opening the door.
All right. I am going to activate the camouflage. I want to be camouflaged here. And I'm gonna like slightly open the door and just kind of do the little peek through.
Okay. You do some quick reconnaissance.
Quick reconnaissance. Okay. Is that a ability?
No, I mean just are you doing some quick reconnaissance? Like
yeah.
See what you can kind of get down here.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to like see what's going on.
How long
here.
does your visibility last?
I don't know. I didn't see the page.
What does it say on
it says it is on page 29. You can turn virtually invisible for short periods of time.
Okay.
I'm not sure what like book that's in or whatnot.
What's your class? You're the
assassin.
Assassin.
Yeah.
And what ability is it called?
It is called active. Oh no, it's the cybernetic assassin perk.
Okay.
Active camouflage.
Let me see. You become visible again.
If you
So it's
if you move or take any action, like you're invisible when you're still.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not as
So
good
yeah,
as I
so
thought. But
like if you open that up, you're gonna lose it, and then you're gonna be in a position where someone might see you. You've got no other eyes anywhere else.
okay. I'm still gonna crack the door a little bit. Worst case scenario, I climb the hell out of there real quick.
Go ahead and make a sneak around roll. Kind of see if you're able to do that without being caught.
Sneak around. I'm good at sneaking around. All right.
Oh yeah,
Where's
give
the-
yourself 2 advantage, 2 disadvantage. This is kind of the luck of the draw if someone happens to be coming by that area.
All right. 59 on a 70.
All right, as you sort of like kind of quietly open up, there's people moving around. Like you see some scientists and such kind of moving away from you down the hallway. There you hear like a somewhere coming a little further deep inside.
Okay.
But and you can kind of see a guard post down the way.
All right. Damn it. Punched my microphone. At this point, I'm gonna pull the closet door shut and pop on the I assume we have comms, right?
You're not getting anything through here right now. You're a little bit too deep, too in deep now. If you had someone in this system, Nessa could probably contact you, but where you're at right now is you're too far away.
Okay. I think at this point we're looking for a lab. Like that is the goal. I found the lab.
Okay, you make your way back
I
up
think.
and away.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
Is there-
go back.
Is there anything that you could have? So I could do a flashback because I just saved a flashback scene. Would it be beneficial for you to say, I brought this doohickey with me?
Yeah.
Oh, that could be good.
Like, do you want to say I brought a plug, like a USB stick, basically to like plug into their system to get to have an access point or something? Would that be
Monkey suit.
beneficial?
Could give Nessa an access point.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm good with saying that I'm gonna save. I'm gonna spend my So I guess we have a flashback of Lucky and Lucent together, and I don't want to like tell other people what their
No,
characters
do this.
Do it.
because
You
makes-
can tell me what my
Uh,
character did.
and Spencer like just walks in and just like puts something like down and is like, I found this somewhere. Is this going to be of use for either of you?
Yeah, I mean, it could be for sure.
If you could get that into, hold on 1 second, let me just. If you could get, if when you're in there, if you can plug this into literally anything, the wall, computer, basically anything, a person, that would be crazy.
Like,
It would be great for me.
If you just basically there's a physical part you'll have to bring back to your hacker. But yeah, if you put this in a plug somewhere,
Okay.
it will like when you'll be able to use that to access.
All right. The
Cool, that
cables
seems
and the
totally
wires
useful.
behind me, right? That it goes to a server room, right?
Yeah, it spreads from there to a bunch of different places, but this is the access point. Yeah.
Yeah,
With the roll you already had, we could say you sneak into one of the rooms, plug it in, and then take off back.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to Lucent with the other end of the stick and be like, I got something. All happy with myself, and I think I'm done.
All right.
Lucky.
And I think Nessa's our last one.
This is great for me because I was like, I don't know how this makes sense because last time we said that I wasn't able to crack into, into Catel's firewall, and I'm like, well, now we're trying to do that again. Why would I be able to crack into it this time? Now we know why.
Perfect.
Now we know why it works all of a sudden. Like, let's do this thing.
All right. Yeah. So go ahead and make your infiltrate.
Alrighty, let's do this thing. Alright, I have 2 advantage. still one or disadvantage or two? Because it just seemed hard.
We'll go with only though at this point. Go ahead, give yourself 4 advantage because of what Jordan got you down there. So you're gonna be able to go in there more and give yourself 2 disadvantage just for security.
Okay. Oh, that's a 92.
What's your percentage?
My God.
65.
85. Like even if you push your luck at this point, it won't quite get you there.
Yeah, no. Look, sometimes roll has to come back for you.
Yeah.
I've rolled really good recently. Michael will tell you I've been on a hot streak, and it has to come back to haunt you at some point.
Yeah. So as you as you're going through, you kind of manage to catch into the system, and you're sort of immediately trapped in essentially like some ice that's there. You now currently have, we'll say it's a level 50 ice, which means as you're kind of in there, suddenly like there's like walls appear around you, and from one of the walls, this like thing comes out that is spinning blades, making its way towards you. Now it's 50 ice basically means it's got like 50 health. Now, however, like when you roll, whatever you roll there is sort of how much damage you would do. What are you going to do about this thing coming at you?
Oh boy.
And you got the 8-bit hero
Yep.
avatar? Okay. Do you want to go with that one, or do you want, because you can switch anytime you go in. You want the super user or the 8-bit hero?
I guess let's go with super user.
Okay. All right, you automatically saved on an initiative check. You don't have to make an initiative there because you go a bit faster.
I guess I whip out some. I think I said last time that I had like the most like technical part of me was the eye, so I guess I like try to shoot lasers at my eyes.
That's fine. Because remember, it's basically you would have programmed in however you're countered. Like it's sort of a tradition in RPGs in particular. All right.
I think laser eyes are super cool, actually. So
yeah, so
pretty
you
sick.
have a override a system. Go ahead and make your roll. Give yourself 2 disadvantage, and you go ahead and use your 2 advantages you have along with it.
what if Lucent dies? All right, that's a 43.
All right. Was there any? I gotta. Okay, with
I don't have my
with
stuff copied in, but I usually have 65 in infiltrate a system.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me know when you've got like drawbacks and such. Yeah, as it hits it, we're gonna reduce it by 10. As it comes through, there's just like squeal as the lasers hit it. You have reduced it by 33, so it's only got 17 left. It is fairly heavily damaged as it comes after you. Well, you're in its system. 2 there. It's been hurt pretty bad. Yeah, as it comes after you, those whirring blades come in. Go ahead and reduce your luck by 35.
Ooh.
As it comes in and it's attacking you, you've got it only down to. It's only got 17 left. If you want to go ahead and tell me how you're trying to crash it.
Okay. By the way, did it hit me?
Yes.
Okay, it takes 10 damage because of reactive CMOD scripts, which is whenever anything hits me, it just automatically gets 10 damage.
Screw you, buddy! How dare you hit me?
Exactly. I guess I'm gonna go be like, shit, my laser eyes aren't enough. I guess this requires the blade. Pull a sword out of nowhere.
While you were studying ice, I mastered the blade.
I mastered the blade. I may not be that a blade master, but Mortimer Goth is. And just gonna stab at it, I guess.
Same one as before. 2 advantage, 2 disadvantage. You have already 2 advantage with that, I think.
Beep. Oh no, 97.
All right. What's your normal percentage on there?
Like 65.
65. Yeah, you need 3 on there. You already got 2 disadvantage. As you try to strike it, it weirdly manages to get out of the way, even though it's been hurt fairly badly. As it swings wild, and like completely misses you. You try to probably stab it this last time because it's down to 7. It's almost out.
You were a much more formidable enemy than I thought you would be, but so was I. Still not great. 71.
And you have a 65.
Yeah.
Spend 10 luck and roll 1 disadvantage die. That'll bring it up to what you need is a 75, which means you hit with 71.
All right.
All right, you had 2 boons, so that will actually go ahead and take care of that. So you're fine. You end up with one extra boon. As go ahead and restore 10 luck because of that. Yeah, as it completely sort of melts down. You do know, however, you are on a little bit of a time here because it knows something is in here. It'll take a little bit for everything to determine what it needs to do. So what do you do?
I will immediately start. I don't want to find out what the creature is, but find out like where it's located and like any kind of schedule, like if there's like anything I can find out about it that would help in the heisting of this creature.
So yeah, you're quickly kind of heading through. Go ahead and do the infiltrate a system because you've got a little bit of time here. Give yourself 4 advantage and 2 disadvantage. And that is with your 2 advantage you already get.
Okay. Beep beep. 4, 2. Oh God, 73.
And what was your thing you needed again?
65.
Go ahead and
Look,
spend.
sometimes,
Go ahead and spend 10 more luck. You're gonna push your luck again. Roll 1 disadvantage.
Sometimes when you hire people off the street.
All right. Yeah, we'll actually let you take back that 10 of luck because you got 1 extra boon on top of it. Yeah, here's what you find out. As you're going through quickly before you have to like get out because they're aware something is there. Pete is the name of the chimpanzee that you are coming to get. It is according to some stuff you saw, this thing is sort of terrified. You do quickly find some video of like people kind of like offering it different fruits and such. It'll kind of really frighteningly comes out of the cage that it's been in. This is the thing that has been worked on, that they have been working on, and that you are supposed to get out there. You are seeing guards and such going around before you then have to pop out. So you have information on where it is. You have a rough map of the complex, and then you have, like I said, information that you found about the test subject. I'm assuming at this point,
I mean, this is good because now we know it's a chimpanzee, not like a bunny, which would be crazy easy to transport.
Yeah. All right, and as you get out, we have quite a bit of heats come up. We are now down to. I'm assuming is this going to be everybody coming together for like a once more to talk about things before you do the final like heist?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because what'll happen is we've got 2 segments left. At the end of the next segment, or of the second segment, it would go. So essentially, you've got either everyone goes now without talking about it, or you talk about it and then you go and get it out, and then it ends. Do you want to take a bio break before you all do that?
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
Sure, that would be great.
All right. Hey, Shaw from Yo-Yo Games. Hey, I was not looking at that side of it. Good to see you. We are going to take we'll take about a 5-minute break or so. All right.
Awesome.
We shall be right back.
See you soon. Oh, and Kieran Culkin won.
Yay!
All right. Let me turn off the music. All right. So, we are going to go into your last 15-minute segment before you go in and Mr. LaForge. Steve just had it like directly in front of his eyes, like Jordy.
Oh, like that?
Yeah.
My head itched. I had to scratch my head, and it was in the way.
All right. So the last planning segment where you get together. The next thing is going to be actually going in and having to get out the target. Here is where you plan your final bit of the heist, and 15 minutes starts now.
I'll be honest, I failed.
I also had quite a bit of trouble.
Here, Lucent, this will help.
No, I mean, even after you gave me that, I had a lot of their firewall was very
Oh,
it stabbed me a bunch.
oh,
Which you wouldn't
Well-
expect from a firewall. You'd expect burning, but no, it stabbed me.
on the plus side, I know where the lab and the monkey are.
Oh, that you found out it was a monkey? I thought I was the one who was gonna be the one to bring that.
Well, considering I was underground and I heard, ooh, I kind of made the assumption.
I mean, they could have multiple test subjects. There could be like a monkey and like a rattlesnake.
Well, to be fair, I couldn't confirm that was what we wanted, but you just did. So good job.
Yeah, yeah. By the way, y'all, it's a monkey.
Cool.
His name's Pete.
Aw.
Any? I know, probably I'm putting cart in front of the horse, but any ideas on how we're gonna transport Pete?
I was hoping that we could maybe hack the giant gorilla
Giant
and
gorilla?
have the giant robot gorilla
Oh yeah,
carry
There-
the little chimpanzee.
It is, yeah. I would say the robot gorilla is too big to get down that shaft.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. The warehouse has a giant, like, truck-sized robotic gorilla just plodding around that we're gonna have to get past. It was nothing for me to get past it, but four of us might have a little trouble.
I mean, maybe they'll have a second gorilla down there somewhere.
Nah,
A
the
regular
tunnels were
size?
too small.
what if there's a lady robot gorilla and we can distract
You can tell by the bow
Yeah.
and
robot
the
gorilla?
lipstick.
No, we just dress another male gorilla up in a
Exactly.
dress,
In a
Bugs
bow
Bunny
and
style.
lipstick.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's like when they get a car into a mall, and there's just some way to get in there. Have you ever wondered that? Like, how do they get those cars in malls?
Big garage doors.
Wow. Well, that solves that question.
Hmm.
Mm.
Oh man.
Are they planning on? Are they planning on transporting the monkey anytime soon? Do we know that?
Tomorrow night.
Can we intercept?
I mean, all of our information is about how to break into this bathroom, so it would be crazy if we were like, we're gonna steal this monkey in front of Starbucks.
Yeah.
And I have this map of the facility.
Let's see. That's
Well,
cool.
what would be the best entry? Like, I know how to get into a storage closet that's not very well protected, but what's the better option?
I
Can
mean,
we
I
bribe
just
somebody?
At this point, you don't necessarily have time to find it because, like, basically, you're gonna have to go. At this point, you got to use the information you've got because you don't have much more time.
yeah.
Hmm.
So we have a shaft, we have the storage closet, and then we have a map. So I guess step one, get in through the same way Lucky got in.
Okay.
Uh,
Just break in and steal the monkey and get it out of there and just kind of blast through?
I mean, ideally, I think we should try to find another exit while we're in there. I don't know. Does that seem crazy? Just because I don't want to put a monkey in a shaft.
I mean,
Yeah.
the pathway in is the easy part. We got to figure out how we're gonna get out.
Mm.
Honestly, that warehouse has to have like an actual door to it. And there's a bunch of vehicles like trucks and stuff. We could hack one and we'd have an escape route through there. It's just getting back to that warehouse with the monkey and not getting made.
Are we sure the warehouse is connected? Like physically?
I don't know. You have a map.
Michael, what do I see on
the
this
thing
map?
the thing is that's how he got the doohickey into it.
Okay.
Like Steve was physically in the place. Like you know exactly where he comes out at.
All right. I guess maybe I could. Is it within my Michael? Is it within my capacity to invent some kind of collar
Hmm?
that would be like, "Hey, it seems like it'd be a great idea to
At this time,
climb up a
kinda,
shaft."
unless someone has an ability like inventing something, at this point, like you would have had to do that on a previous. Like this one doesn't give you a lot of time.
It's fair. It's very fair. Also, I have such bad luck.
I mean, as long as like if we can create some kind of distraction and get limited people in front of the monkey, I'm pretty good in like taking people like limited people out. Like I can take a couple things out at a time, like one or two people. It's when we get into big mobs that I'm gonna be struggling. But like if we could get a distraction that pulls most of the guards away from the monkey, I'm pretty good at
I
silently
could
taking
start
people
shooting
down.
people. I think that'll distract the guards.
All right, we'll say shaft in, get to monkey. Probably assume they have a travel cage or something in there. Kill anyone we need to in between closet and getting to the monkey. Get him in the travel cage, and then
I
kill
mean,
everyone getting between the lab and getting out.
I mean,
Bing,
we're
bing,
in a
boom.
lab. I could theoretically make a tranquilizer real quick. I'm sure they have the stuff. I just shoot it with the tranquilizer. I'm pretty good with medicines. We can
Sure.
trank it and carry it out.
The monkey?
Tranquilizer.
Yeah. Not gonna kill the monkey.
No, I know we're not gonna kill a monkey. I was about killing people.
To shock
I'm
the
fine with
monkey.
killing people. Also,
No.
did they specify they wanted a monkey alive?
Yes.
Yeah, I want the monkey
Damn.
alive.
Okay, who picked this job? I'm trying to call dibs on picking the next job. I want to like go to a secret club or something.
Job picked us. We didn't pick it.
To be
I'm
fair,
just
I
saying
wasn't
my-
here when we started. You guys called me in later.
Yeah, I'm just saying I would be better utilized at some kind of like sexy club for sex people.
Is that
Okay.
true, Lucent?
Yes, I go to clubs all the time for sex.
Sure you do.
The dancers don't really like you that much.
They like me fine. They invited me to their apartment to help them defrag their computer.
About 7.5 minutes.
All right, so
That's a long one.
we get in, we split up, we cause a distraction. I get in, get the monkey tranked, get him out. We go through the thing, get in a car and drive away.
Hell
You
yeah.
Yeah.
It's simple, straightforward. Let's fucking do this.
Let's fucking go.
Anybody
I-
else have anything else you want to cover before we head out and do this? Because this sounds like suicide.
That sounds great. Also, hi, Sarah. I'm not sick. That is the nerd voice that I'm doing for this character, Lucent.
Do we all need to go in, or should we keep as few people as possible? I guess.
I mean,
I mean-
I do have better connection because of what Steve did, but I think I definitely should go in because it's a real tight hole, and I do great with
Can you
those.
lift?
You
a
could probably go in. You
50-pound
could probably go
monkey?
in like virtually.
Well,
Yeah, but I'm so agile.
could you hack the big monkey? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
like even if it can't go in, when we come out, if it's like blocking the way from all the security, that's a good
Having-
getaway.
Having a hacked giant robot monkey sounds pretty sick.
Robot
I'll
monkey
hack
would be
the
too
giant
big to fit
monkey.
inside of it, but it would-
No, I'm just-
It's a
but it-
mechny.
but it would be able to go down the shaft.
The monkey would? The big monkey?
No, I'm just saying to have it for when we come out, if they're following us, to have that thing just there, like, bah.
To sit on the hole.
Like I could, like if Lucent and I want to like be in the van, be like the people in the van. I'm not useful inside of like a place doing
Okay, so Lucky and I
wet work.
I
Lucky
don't
and-
want to
Lucky
go
and I-
in alone.
Okay, Lucky and I go in. Lucky tranks the monkey, grabs the monkey, takes the monkey out, and I'm just taking out guards and anybody else I can possibly manage.
Well, once you draw the attention away from the monkey, you can get out. Like, just give me like 5 minutes and I'll
I
be
can do
out.
that. I can give you 5 minutes, ma'am.
Okay, this sounds great. And then we'll be in a van either. Maybe we can get the van into the warehouse. You said there's room, right?
There's cars and vans in the warehouse. We just take one of those.
Okay, then we'll be in the warehouse in a van.
Yeah, but the problem is the monkey's in there, so we still need to try to hack the monkey.
Okay,
I
the
say
gorilla.
we hack the gorilla first.
Okay, we
Yes.
hack the monkey first. Good plan. Let's do this thing.
Hack the monkey first.
I should have never become a hacker. Once you become a hacker, it's all anyone, even the ladies, want from you.
So you two are in charge of the hacking the monkey and be on the comms in case we need you. And then we'll go down and do our thing, and then we'll meet in the warehouse to get away with the monkey.
Hell yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Okay.
So Jordan, if you go down, there's things you'd be able to do because you're good at a bunch of stuff. But are you?
I'm good at like talking to people. So like if there's people to talk to, I can talk to them.
I would say one of the things you'll see, like there is a place where there's like a locker room essentially, where if you were to grab some like some
Cool.
some like jackets and stuff.
Cool,
and
well, I
some of the stuff
can-
have like face masks
Yeah.
and such.
Do I have time to switch shells at all?
If you want to go ahead, if for something like that, if you right now, we'll say if you want to go ahead and spend your influence token, we'll say we can let you switch a
Okay.
shell pretty quick.
Cool. Yeah, I'd like to go in as the synthetic body.
Okay. So what you do is just go ahead, copy A to O, just down to. You can hit all of A to O. Just copy that
Yes.
from yours, and then put it under the synth.
I already did it.
Right. Sweet.
I think I would like to go into the cyber ninja body.
Okay. Everyone starts off with one influence. You go ahead and use that.
That what I use to switch bodies?
Yeah, we'll say because normally use a scene, but I'll go ahead and let you do this quick.
Okay. Oh, the skills are higher on the ninja body. A lot higher. Whoa, I'm confused.
Well, because it is a ninja body. So yeah, you copy over your A to O, just lines A to O, and just copy those into where the cyber ninja is.
The A to O. What is A to O?
So here,
Oh. Sorry.
from your original, you want me to go ahead and do it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Basically, we just copy from rows A to O. Oops, that's for the. Yeah, I'm on your original shell. Then I go to Cyber Ninja, put it there. I just paste it in, and it puts all your information. Because essentially, like you have your character sheet, and when the physical thing is out, your character sheet will be like this. When you get a new shell, you put it over part of your character sheet.
Okay.
So it'll like slot onto it. Same thing with if you're going online.
Okay. Got it.
Actually, we'll say this. Did anybody want to use their influence to like get one thing quickly? Sarah, I think there was something you'd asked about trying to get.
I don't think it's gonna matter. Well, it's delivery uniforms. I don't think it's gonna matter at this point.
If you want to grab one, you can.
Yeah,
It
could
might
be a
help
good
you when you're
backup.
Yeah, I'll grab a delivery
Okay.
type uniform. Oh no, can I get a uniform that looks like one of the guards' uniforms?
Yeah, we'll say go ahead and spend an influence, and you're able to kind of get a hold of someone you can run by and grab some.
That would be sick.
Yeah. Do I know anybody? I have criminal.
Yeah. Oh no, we'll just you just go ahead, spend the token, and we can just say you swung by and grab it.
Yeah.
Is that enough for multiple of us? Like, can we all get one, or is that something that just Lila can get?
There's also a crew one. If we want to spend the crew one, we'll say we can get one for multiple people.
Let's do that.
What are we getting?
Guard uniforms.
Oh.
Yeah. If we want to, like, if Lucky still wants to sneak in, we could do it that way. I'm not sure.
Remember, you don't know how to get in through.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Well, we have 22 seconds, so
I
Bing,
feel
bing,
like
boom.
everybody else should have guard uniforms. I think Lucky's not gonna have one.
Cool.
Just because he can sneak better
Mm.
without like in his
Perfect.
stuff.
10 seconds.
Gotcha.
I'm good.
And 0.
10 seconds is all I need.
All right. Twice. All right, we're on our way. So is the whole crew going through the warehouse and then climbing their way down, and then Ness is gonna use the net.
I'm gonna try to hack that monkey.
I think so. Yeah.
The monkey.
Ooh,
All right. Yeah, you're basically able to bounce around until you get to where sort of the monkey is, and it is like I said, you through some of the cameras nearby. Go ahead and infiltrate a system to take over the cameras around that area.
Okay.
Go ahead. You use the advantage you've got. Go ahead, and give yourself 2 disadvantage for security
Oh.
systems.
Hey, Michael.
Yep.
We removed 2 heat from the heat pool at the start of every scene I'm in because I am a fresh install.
Ooh.
Oh, with the new
Yeah.
the new thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I
By
have
the way-
inconspicuous 2.
Okay.
I don't know what
Ooh.
that means.
Does my negative 35 luck affect this in any way?
No, well, your luck starts at 100, and then you reduce it.
All Oh, thank God. 43. Just under.
Yeah, the inconspicuous basically means you'll be able to get some advantage dice for it in places where you're supposed to be
Cool.
inconspicuous. Like 2 will let you do that. Yeah, as you grab hold of the cameras, as they're on their way, you manage to take over the cameras, and you're able to see kind of where the large monkey is kind of rushing around the or just kind of on a fairly bored pattern as it is controlling this thing. You don't think actually has like a person in it. You think it's like a rudimentary. I mean, it's just programmed.
AI monkey.
Hey, a monkey. What do you want to do?
Old monkey. I guess I could tell it to continue on its normal route.
Well, you got
Does
the
it seem-
cameras. You don't have the monkey yet.
Oh, I just got the cameras. Ooh. I guess I like try to like stand behind Lucky and just kind of like try to see if I can grab the monkey as well.
Okay. Well, you're not really standing by because I'm assuming you're doing all this virtually. You're probably doing all
Yeah.
this online from the safety of someplace.
If you all die, good luck.
All right. As you go after the monkey, go ahead and make your either infiltrate or crash, depending on what you want to do there. Sounds like you want to infiltrate to take it over.
Yep.
All right. Make your infiltrate roll. It's got 2s for security. So 2 disadvantage and roll however many advantage you got.
Oh, lucky 12.
And what? Yeah, always give me how many boons or drawbacks show up.
2 boons, 1 drawback, and something that's so tiny I can't read it. Oh, and 1 nothing.
That says nothing. Yeah. So basically, if you just see the symbol, so basically it'll be 1 boon total. So 22. As you kind of hit it, there's just bubbles. It's confused right now. So it whoops, not 49. I'm sorry, that'd be an extra 10. So 22, 38. It's 38. There's just one. It seems confused. It hasn't gone into like an emergency call yet. That will probably be coming up in a turn or two. You want to go ahead and try to hit him again to try to take full control?
Yeah, let's do this thing.
Okay.
Oh, 52, which is under, but I
that's
only have a
good.
drawback.
Okay, and how like what is your total thing on that? What's your skill percentage?
65.
65. Okay, so in that case, what we do is basically make that drawback to essentially, it would kind of. Oh no, we'll do this. We'll add 1 more heat. Or basically reduce it by 10, but that thing is that'll still be okay. And then you've got like the monkey just sort of eyes go dim for a second. It just sort of leans forward, and then reboots the system, and you have got control.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. We're in. The monkey. End of list.
All right, so the rest of you are sneaking in.
Yep.
I will let one of you, if you want to go ahead, to lead the sneaking, and we'll just give you some extra. Well, actually, yeah, one person can sneak in, like go through the doors and such. Because I don't know how well the rest of you are gonna do the leap.
I have an 85 in my Cyber Ninja.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and make your roll to get them in, let's give you
Okay.
1 disadvantage because we got the camera and stuff taken care of. There'll be other security systems, but Ness has got like some of that.
How many advantages?
Whatever your advantages it gives you on the your sheet. You'll have a certain amount that'll be little check marks underneath them.
It doesn't look like you have any.
You may not.
Oh, for sneak around, I don't have any, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So 0 advantage. You said 2 disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh. 47 with 2 drawbacks.
2 drawbacks for it. Yeah, so in this case, we'll bring essentially like use those 2 to go ahead, lose 20 luck. Luck kind of acts as sort of health. Once it gets to 0, that you have an opportunity to take wounds.
How much luck was I supposed to start with?
Everyone has 100 to
100.
start with.
100, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
so
so
then
it's-
I spent 10. I would have been at 90, and you said I lost 20.
Yep. Yeah, so
I'm
as you're
at
going through
70.
things, it's a little rough as you're going through. There's a couple different systems you manage to disable, And all of you are now in this room with this said fairly empty warehouse. There is that giant thing going down, as well as a very large monkey.
All right. Yeah. Climb down the thing, show them where to go. We're in the little closet now, I assume.
Okay, you have to make climb rolls.
Oh yeah.
Who has,
We're
who, has
gonna
the, who has the worst climb?
Probably me.
Climb?
Climb. Yeah, my climb is 50.
I don't even have climb.
That means it's 50.
Yeah,
Anything
same.
you don't have will be a 50.
Hmm.
Who wants to make a roll? We'll have Steve. Do you have bonuses for your climb?
I don't have any bonuses. I just have 75.
Okay, we'll give you 2 bonus and 2 drawbacks. We'll have either Jordan or Sarah draw that or roll that.
I can roll.
Cool.
So 2 bonuses, 2 drawbacks?
Yep.
Okay, so 2 and 2. Admit. 25.
Nice.
You actually
Nice.
you all
With
actually
2
make some
bonuses.
pretty good time on your way down. We'll say you get down there kind of a bit faster, and you also manage to actually set up a few things that will help you get out faster.
Nice.
And now you are in those rooms. Nessa, if you want to make a roll just to infiltrate the system again down there, get 2 disadvantage and use your other disadvantage. And the rest of you are in a utility closet. And Nessa will be able to check your cameras soon.
61. 1 boon, 1 draw.
Okay, yeah, so those equal out. And you have a 65 in that?
Yep.
All right, you have control of... You're down in the system. You kind of grab the cameras. You're able to tell them when it will be safe to move and go. Let me on the roll 20. I'll just put this real quick. I'm not going to do a full map type thing, but I'll just put a couple things. There's going to be hallways connecting all of these. I'll just kind of do a list. You've got the... Let's make this a good deal bigger. You'll have the animal pens. You'll have security. You'll have locker room. You'll have the break room. You will have labs, meeting rooms, gym, and most importantly, bathrooms. Basically, there's halls that kind of connect these things. It is fairly sterile the way a lot of it is put together. It is one of those places that looking at these 4 walls all day might drive you a little bit nuts. Yeah, you're down, and basically, Nessa, you're going to be able to kind of keep an eye to see when it is the coast is clear. Where are people going to? Oh, and then the animal pens is where Pete is.
Lucky, you said you were going to get Pete?
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm waiting for the plan was you guys were gonna make a distraction to draw people away from the animal pens, and then I was gonna try to stealthy my way that way.
All right. Then I'll go the opposite way and start making some noise. I think are there other animal pens?
Yep. They're all the way at the end.
Okay. I'm going to go to the other animal pens and open them.
Oh no, there's only one set of animal pens. That is all kept in one place.
Okay. There's no other animals on this floor. Then I can draw people away from Pete's cage.
Well, the animal pens is in one area. Then you've got hallways that are connecting all of these other things.
Michael, I think Sarah is saying could she open up all the pens and then be like, "Freedom, this way, my brothers." Except for Pete. So suddenly all the people are chasing her down the hallway with a bunch of rabbits or whatever.
You'd have to get there, check it out, see what's there. Because remember, you don't know what's all the
Gotcha.
quite there yet.
Gotcha.
I feel like going to security is not the worst idea in the world.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna head down the hallway to the security desk. I'm wearing the uniform. Just kind of.
I'll come with you.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of moseying down there. Is there anyone at the desk?
Yeah. And we'll say these are the ones that have also got helmets and such on them, partly to make the guards look a little less human a little scarier to the scientists and such, partly to discourage fraternization. Yeah, you've got the security desk. Yeah, you at the security room, the security desk. You've got some. There's one person sort of standing in the hall, like sitting down behind the desk, kind of reading. Like got like an iPad in front of them. Essentially, they're kind of scrolling through doing some reading. Behind them, there's the actual security room where there are some people in there at some desks. Again, looking bored. This is well, not, you've seen some stuff that's bored. Normally, look a little more bored. They're a bit more on alert. The guys on the computers in the other room, less so the person in the hall.
Okay. Is there a light?
Yeah, there's a light in the hall.
Okay. Is it the only light? If I destroy this light, we'll be all in pitch darkness.
No. Like I said, these are decently well lit halls. In the room that they're in, there is only one light. There's like a main light up above. That one would be easier to drop into darkness, except for the computer screens. But where you're at right now is not like a drop them into darkness.
Do you want me to distract the front desk person for you to get inside? Would that be beneficial?
I'm trying to get them to chase me.
Okay.
So I can I do have distract, I think. Or gossip with corporates. Let's see.
Can I see, Michael, is it possible for me to just like, so do we see these people?
Yeah, you can see them in the room because there's windows. There's windows looking in.
Can I just like vibe check what, like, who's in charge?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a case the joint.
Okay. And do I have any advantage?
Let's give you 3 advantage, partly because of you can usually tell who's in charge. They're doing the least amount of work.
And do I have any challenge?
We'll give you 2 challenges to see if anybody happens to see this person paying more attention than maybe they should be.
I got a 42 under 60 with a boon.
All right. Have you lost any
any
luck so far?
any luck? No.
Okay. We'll basically be able to let you give someone else a bit of a boon there. I may be forgetting the specifics for the boons here because they're a little bit different in like spectaculars, but I'm fine with that.
Sure.
It's still a cool thing. Yes, you'll probably be able to give a Sarah boon on a thing you're doing. Yes, you look through.
Awesome.
Here's the thing: you know people in charge. You know when people in charge have recently had their ass chewed, because there is a guy who is sort of nervously walking the thing, and he seems to be checking with the 2 people who are on the computer systems, who are checking stuff out. These people aren't directly plugged in, but they're on the computer systems. They're looking at things. He is like kind of pacing back and forth between them and seems to be checking in on them enough that the 2 of them look annoyed but unable to say anything about it.
I am going to like walk up to that guy, the guy who like seems to be in charge. But you said that it seems like he's been chewed out recently.
He seems like he's the way he's going back and forth, and he's got like a pad on him. He's checking things. He keeps answering them questions. This guy looks like he's on edge.
Okay. Sir, do you want me to like start messing with these people, or do you want to just have them chase you down?
Start messing with them.
Okay.
And yeah, start with messing with them.
Cool. So I'm just gonna look at that guy and go, what, you couldn't get your training done down at corporate? You had to work on training here?
Yeah, you step like into that room to the
Yeah.
He just turns and goes, "What the fuck are you saying to me?"
Yeah. So corporate sends me down here to take care of you all because apparently you don't know what you're doing and you're training on site. What the hell is happening here?
Train on site. Oh, wait, they send you ahead of everybody else? Is this what they're doing? Go ahead, make your would this be gossip? Or do you have something else that's able to get him a little
I was thinking about
Goad someone?
Goad someone? Distract?
Sure, I could do that. What I'm trying to do is just like throw this guy off.
Yeah, goat seems probably good. You're basically wanting to control emotionally what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
good.
not good at goading someone, but I'm gonna do it.
But I would say since like they've had the heightened security recently, you're showing up.
Oh,
There's other people
I
kind
have
of.
it. I have an idea. Leave this guy. I step in. I'm like, leave this guy the fuck alone.
The good cop, bad cop. I
Yeah,
love
leave
this.
this guy
I
the fuck
love
alone. He's
this.
doing his job over here. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, corporate sent me
And
down to clean this place up.
I just shove.
I love that. That's so good.
Just shove. And I'm like, I get really close. Like, hit me whenever you can.
Yeah.
And so-
absolutely.
I think we're definitely to distract as opposed to go, but it sounds like a hell of a distraction. Do you? Yeah,
Do
so-
a lot of people start heading that way
No,
now?
right. Well, the thing is, right now, there's other scientists doing stuff. Like some of the guards are there. Like, first of all, do you hit Sarah?
Yeah. I think I think what I do though is I like push Sarah back into the computer system.
Yes.
To like,
yes.
To like try to like fuck up the computers or something, right?
I like purposely like bash my elbow
Yeah.
into it. Like, you son of a bitch.
Right. Which of you wants to make the distract? Because I think that could work for either one here.
What is your distract?
I've got a 60.
Yours is higher than mine. You go with that one.
Anybody
Okay,
have
so
any-
I will go.
Anybody
for
have any
it.
extra, like any dice, any bonus you get for those?
Uh,
Do you have any?
I
Do you have any
don't.
of the boons marked?
No.
Alright, go ahead and give
Mm-mm.
yourself 3 boons, three advantage
Okay.
dice and 1 disadvantage dice.
but I have 2 boons on brawl with somebody. Can I roll that after this?
Against like the system. Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead and do that with the system. Give yourself 1 disadvantage on that.
So I got a 23 with 1 boon.
Okay, so as this fight starts to happen, and Sarah, go ahead and make your brawl. So, what is your brawl?
Okay, my brawl is 60. I got a 65 with 1 boon. But I haven't used any luck. Can I push my luck for this?
Yeah, go ahead, push your luck. We'll be able to use that boon for something else. Basically, we can use both of your extra boons to pull more guards to you.
Okay. So
go
when I
ahead,
push my luck, I
just roll a
roll.
disadvantage die.
Okay, so
So if you just
0.
click on the disadvantage, hit 1.
Oh, wait, cancel. Disadvantage.
And
1.
Vanessa, you're going to be able to kind of pop to a couple places.
0.
Okay, so we'll say that brings just 1 more set of guards over. Like Steve, are you kind of just looking from the closet, or have you gone to like a room across the way or something, like a meeting room?
No, like because
Or
I'm
you're
just
the-
waiting. I'm in the closet, just like with it cracked, just waiting to see what the distraction is.
Okay.
Mommy,
And
I'm
when I hear
watching YouTube
noises and
from
see
the
people
closet.
running by,
Yeah,
I'm like, well, this is my cue. And I'm gonna start heading for the lab.
Nessa,
Or the animal pen.
You hear an internal alert. You got some damage. It's like damaged computer system. Got some problems here. And there's a thing. It's like bring 1 set of guards here. Everyone like keep your post. This is the guy that's kind of was sitting in front. As they rush in, they're trying to like split the 2 of you up. There's currently the guards go rushing past. There's going to be some others still left in like further on in. You see like scientists sort of like stopping, kind of poking their heads into the hall. I think Steve, you also have the uniform stuff, or are you dressed in the uniform?
Camouflage.
No, I didn't. I'm in my like sleek outfit for sneaking.
All right. Yeah. If you want to make a sneak, it's so sneaking down hallways is difficult because there's not a lot of places to hide. So I give yourself 3 disadvantage, and then however many advantage you have for sneaking around.
Apparently, I have none for sneaking around.
Yeah, but
so
you think you have a good skill. Certain things, like
yeah,
Can
it's
I help
85,
at all?
so
yeah. Let's go ahead.
can you like? Could she like put out like take out the lights in the hallway I'm in?
I was gonna do more like what time is it, Mr. Fox? But like for sneaking, I guess.
Yeah.
Be like clear, hide, pop into a room.
Yeah, so go ahead and with your infiltrate a system, like basically you're trying to keep on that. Go ahead and roll that. Give yourself 2 extra advantage and 1 disadvantage.
Okay. 2 extra advantage.
Mm-hmm. On top of it,
Okay.
you've already got some stuff on there.
God damn it!
What's your thing on there?
86, 2 boons and a drum. My thing is 65.
So that makes it 75. If you want to spend 20 luck and then roll 2 disadvantage dice.
Yep, sure. Let's do that.
Or wait, you
Did I lose
65? Yeah, you got to spend at least 10. So 7. Ooh.
Oh no!
Um. Go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead.
Oh.
And lose 20 more luck. What are you down to as far as luck goes?
what was the original amount of luck I was about to
100.
lose?
100.
100.
No. I mean, you said I was gonna lose like 20 something first and then 10. What's my total lost?
Totals will be 20. You'll lose 20 luck on this one. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So you had a 65. So the one boon will bring it up to 75, and then you have to you go 85. You got to actually go to 95. So you have to spend 20. You're gonna lose a total of 40 luck.
Okay. I have 25 luck left currently.
Oof.
After the
Yeah, I have with the 35 from earlier, it's 75
Yep, so
minus 75.
How many disadvantages did you tell me I had on this?
I'll say we'll say take 3 disadvantage because it's hard. It is hard to sneak through hallways like that. However, with Nessa's help, go ahead and take 4 advantage.
Okay, I will reroll that. 4 advantage, 3 disadvantage. Submit. God dang.
They equal out. They equal out.
Jesus.
Oh shit! You're 98.
Yeah. Oh god dang.
Do me a
But
favor,
you could
Steve.
spend.
Like
What?
he would only be able to spend 1 because what is your percentage?
85.
Oh, 85?
Yeah,
Still
sneak
not-
around is 85.
Still not quite enough. Do me a favor. Roll 1d10. 1 through 5 as a scientist. 6 through 10 as a guard.
All right, so D10.
Lucky you're gonna have to
1d10.
kill this guy.
God,
Scientist.
4.
Yeah, as you're making your way through that, too, there's a scientist. You hear one of them goes, "Well, something's happening. Like, if that's affecting computers, I'll find out what's going on." And one of the guys steps out into the hall. And that's it. It happens too quickly for you to be able to say anything because you kind of led him towards the pens, and the guy just sort of steps out in the hall and has come face to face with you, eyes just sort of wide. You are not one of the guards.
Can I do my silent takedown technique?
Mm-hmm.
That's in the silent takedown. I don't know how that works. Once again, that's one of the things I don't have the book.
What is it? Oh, yeah,
It's on page 26. Make a silent attack and take down enemies without being witnessed.
When you make a physical attack with a melee weapon, you can decide that neither you or your target makes any noise as a part of the attack. If your turn is before the targets, they cannot speak or take action. Witnesses not looking at you do not witness the attack.
All right, yeah. So basically, just go ahead and make your melee. If you try to take the dude out, he's a scientist. It shouldn't be too hard. Give yourself, we'll say 3 advantage because you were at least ready coming through. No disadvantage.
All right, melee. Where is that?
Well, it'll be like hit, punch, or stab.
Hit,
I think.
punch, or
You should have an 85.
Slash, stab, or strike. It's towards the bottom on the right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, basically your
Slash,
physical
stab, or strike at
stuff is on the
55.
bottom right. Your
Oh,
mental stuff is on
sorry.
the top left.
I have an 85, and you said 3 advantages.
Mhm.
85, 3 advantage. Kablammy. 0 disadvantage because he's a scientist. I got it. 2 boons.
Nice.
All right, with the 2 boons, you will say you manage to put him away and also give yourself back 10 luck.
Sweet.
And you manage to kind of get him in one of the meeting rooms and like dumped. And you
Sweet.
make it to the animal pens.
All right.
Oh, as you go into the animal pens, you notice that there's like the one with Pete that you probably showed you on the thing. There's also several others. Like most of them are empty. Like most of them, there's a shit ton of cages. Most of them are empty. There's a few of them you see some things moving at. As you come in from like behind the door, it's a synthetic body, but there is a man who steps out who looked like he was sort of hopefully waiting, and he looks at you and goes, "I'm Dr. Gregarious. I believe we contacted you about this job."
That
Dr.
is the person
Gregarious
that
was the one
correct.
is
Yeah.
that is the person that hired you to try to get this out.
Mhm.
That you knew he was a scientist that worked there, but you didn't have much information on him. And then
Okay, I'm just gonna be like Dr. Gregarious. Yeah, you hired us. Yeah,
you try to get Pete out.
correct.
He kind of points towards the cage. Back in the room. You got a bunch of guards rush in, and if none of you are doing that, they're trying to pull you 2 off each other.
Yeah, I think I'm just like doing the same thing. Like I'm just kind of like flailing my arms, trying to like hit buttons. Just any buttons, like
Hmm.
anything that looks big and red.
Okay. Go ahead and make your break or destroy something. I'm gonna give you three
Okay.
disadvantage and one advantage because you've got guards trying to like keep you from doing that. And Sarah,
Cool.
are you? What are you doing as the guards are trying to pull you away, or pull you off of Jordan?
I, can I pull a gun?
Yeah. Mhm.
Like I'm gonna aim it.
Yeah.
Jordan. I keep forgetting your character's name.
Yeah. Spencer.
Spencer.
So
Okay.
I aim at the Spencer, but I am a
As-
mercenary, so like
I'll say first though, Jordan, as you're doing this, as the guards are kind of on you, like they're kind of like cranking your arm and such. You're doing some
Yeah.
damage there. Go ahead as your hand goes through a monitor, and it's probably 'cause some of the guys are trying to hold you down. Take 30 luck,
sure.
and then Sarah, you pull a gun.
I pull a gun. I have shoot someone. Shoot someone.
The head of it goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" As you pull your gun.
I pull my gun, and I have great aim, so I'm aiming at Spencer, but I'm not aiming at Spencer. Like,
Oh Jesus!
okay,
He says out loud.
okay, let's see.
I'm gonna give you
Roll.
3 advantage, 1 disadvantage because like you're close enough that like aiming near somebody but not hitting is not too hard.
66. I have 65. Can I roll luck?
Nope. Yeah, well, yeah. Roll. Go ahead. Roll 1 disadvantage. Take 10 luck. Jordan, you take another 10 as you are hit from kind of behind as with some of the shrapnel as it goes into the moment you fire. Suddenly, like you hear like Steve, you hear a gunshot, and then you hear a bunch of like the scientists and the other set of guards start like running down the hallway. And there's a moment where Gregarious just looks at you and goes, "What the hell is going on?"
We're professionals, damn it.
As he goes, what the hell is going on? I'm like, that's my distraction. Where's the tranquilizers?
And yeah, there's a moment where he's just like an eyes sort of wide, just kind of like, what the hell is going on here? Turns around, like opens up a locker where he sees like some trank darts, grabs the thing out of the bottom, turns, and he's got a gun on you. Put your hands in the air.
All right. As he does that,
So what'll happen here? And then this is one where, because like, so we got a couple things going on. Because like when Sarah fires, this is going to cause a bit of a thing everywhere. So with Sarah, Jordan, and Steve, and also Nessa, because you might be able to do some stuff to like fuck with the systems to give some advantage or to do something, because you'll be able to check this stuff out. Everybody, go ahead and roll your. I made a note just to make sure which one it is. So essentially, what you do is you read the situation, roll your read the situation straight, no other advantage or disadvantage besides what your character automatically has, and anyone who succeeds goes before the GM characters. Anyone who fails goes after. I'm gonna pee real quick and be right back if you want to make those rolls.
So we don't have anything in the advantage or disadvantage pool when we roll.
Unless it's on your
only
character
if
sheet.
you
I got
automatically
a
have
3. I got a 3.
That's pretty good.
I got a 44.
I got a 28.
Also good.
I think I'm
And
going first.
I'm 65 per read situation, so I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Well, it's just flat. Doesn't matter what it is in the read the situation, I don't think.
I'm Still Here won the best foreign film, so it beat Amelia Perez.
Nice.
Yay.
What one? Best foreign?
I'm Still Here from Brazil.
I really want to see that.
So good. It's supposed to be so good.
Once again, see Conclave, everyone.
Conclave is amazing.
I really want to see I'm Still Here.
I think Conclave just got on Apple Plus.
It's on if you have Peacock, it's free on Peacock right now.
Yeah.
It's really good. And The Brutalist won best cinematography.
Nice.
Nice.
I want to. I want to see that one.
My roommate and I watched Never
I
Let
don't
Me
know
Go
if I can
last
deal with
night.
another movie about Adrian Brody surviving the Holocaust and trauma. Like I've done that before. I don't need to do that again.
I'm very happy that Flo won Best Animated.
My friend will not stop talking about how good that is.
It's really
Did
good.
I tell you how my friend got interviewed for? Is it A Real Pain? Is the one with?
Yeah.
Yeah, she got interviewed because a friend of hers got her together with Jesse Eisenberg to talk to someone from Poland.
Hmm.
Well, that's awesome.
So yeah, she sat down with him and talked. Said he was really, really nice, like really sweet. They sat and talked, and he had a lot of questions about Poland, and she answered them. All right.
The tour guide character based on her.
Nice.
Was it a super hot Russian or super hot Polish PhD?
No, there's like a British
Ah.
kind of nerdy guy.
Okay.
Fuckable.
All right. So everyone succeeded.
Yes. Nessa, did you succeed?
I don't know. I got an 85.
What's your
Alrighty.
your?
I got nothing in that category.
Okay, so 50.
Oh,
Yeah. So basically, you're just going to go after any of the NPCs do.
Which makes sense. I'm viewing this remotely. There's the chance of delay or like I'm being like just checking to make sure nobody's.
I'll say one thing the leverage game excels at is the mastermind and the hacker stay back somewhere else,
Yeah.
and everyone else is on site. But the way it works, like the mastermind and the hacker can do so much shit. All right, so whoever at this point, whoever wants to go first, because it is the 3 players who are on site. Then there'll be NPCs, and then Nessa, you're able to do something.
Steve, you have the least amount. You want to go first?
Sure. I have in my inventory thrown weapon times 5.
Mhm.
Can I say those are like like a ninja star?
Sure.
And like I want to fling this like just quick.
One condition.
What?
I need you to either say Ninja Star or Shuriken for each one you throw. Shuriken,
Yeah,
Shuriken.
I'm gonna throw one, and I'm trying to hit the gun, or like either his hand to have him drop it, or the gun to like knock it out of his hand. To like,
So Batman.
yeah, I'm trying to be Batman. Just
Steve,
yeah,
I love
Ninja
that.
Star.
No, there
Just
you go. Yeah,
Ninja
there
Star.
you go. There you go.
Ninja Star.
Ninja Star.
Or
Yeah,
pocket sand.
go ahead and make roll.
Sand.
Pocket sand. Throw something. Make your throw something roll.
Yep.
He's not paying attention to it. Like on this, he's not expecting you to pull something to throw. He's probably more looking for a gun. So we'll just use whatever your benefits are there.
I have none.
All right.
And no disadvantages?
No.
Perfect. That's a 48 on a 70.
Okay. So he's considered a major villain in this one. This is one where partly because of the amount of heat I was able to build up, I was able to spend part of it to have since they know something's been going on, they took one of their own troubleshooters and put it in one of the bodies that Dr. Gregarious normally uses. So you got what, 48?
Yeah, 48 out of a 70, and the damage on that is a 10.
Okay, so he has a 200 luck on there.
Oh God.
The thing is, once he goes down to luck, he's a minor, or, he's a major villain, so he can actually take some wound stuff too. It sort of hits there. So he's down to 142. Now we go to either Sarah or Jordan. You got some minions with you. Minions are essentially ranked as, we'll say you've got two groups of 5 minions, and it's one where, like, if you get a success, you take out a minion. If you have multiple successes there, like, or multiple boons, you can take out more minions. You got 2 groups of, actually, let's play this. 2 groups of 4 minions that are there instead, because there's not going to be 10 people there. There'll be the ones that are in there and the guy there, the other 4 that rushed for it. Nobody else is quite there yet. Others are on their way.
Do you want to take out there's a single light in this room, right?
No.
No,
There is?
Well, this one there is. There would still be some. Well, I'll say there'll be some lights from the computers, but the two of you destroyed a bunch of them.
Okay, yeah, I'll take out the lights.
Okay.
I have the gun still. I'm just gonna like aim straight up and.
Okay. I would say just go ahead and make your yeah. In that case, make the shoot.
Shoot someone.
Someone roll,
Okay.
and then what we'll be doing here is you might be able to get a couple shots off. So you have any extra boons, you can actually use those. Go ahead.
I do
with that.
not.
Go 2. Well, go ahead. Give yourself 3 advantage. No one's expecting you to. Well, the moment you go to fire up, they're a little less worried.
Mhm.
But then give yourself 2 disadvantage. So 3 advantage, 2 disadvantage, because you are in some close quarters.
Ooh.
Yeah. I have 2 boons, 2 drawbacks.
So those will cancel out.
But I'm at 76, and my shoot someone is 65.
No.
Okay, if you want to spend 20 luck and roll 2 more disadvantage, you can do that.
Will do. Nice.
All right. We'll say as you do that, go ahead and take 10 more luck as you're kind of jostled around by some people. But suddenly it goes into dark.
I earn back 10 luck.
No, take because the extra drawback. Take 10 more.
Okay.
As you kind of get clocked in the face as some people are there like trying to wrestle, but lights go out. Like there's a little bit of light from the monitor, but everything happens so quickly that people right now are a bit blinded. Things are a bit rough there. Jordan.
I am going to. I am not suited for fighting people.
I mean, it went dark. You could maybe just like fucking book
yeah,
it.
Run like hell.
That's kind of my thought. Is just like see if I can. Oh fuck it! She's got a gun.
It's a monkey. He's got a gun.
You've got to let me out. She's crazy. And I'm just gonna try to get out.
Okay.
Now, what skill is that?
No
Or if
idea.
any.
There's probably something.
Run like hell.
Run like hell.
Yeah.
I will say go ahead with. There's a lot of people cramped in, but you also the lights go out. Go ahead, give yourself.
Okay.
3 advantage and then 1 disadvantage and then any other advantage
Okay.
disadvantage you have.
Cool. I have none, and I'm rolling a flat 50. So 3 advantage and 1 disadvantage.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
No.
bad.
Oh no.
Good God! Did I rub off on all of you with this
You have
luck?
50, 60.
Yeah, I can't get there.
You try to kind of get your way out, but you end up getting pushed into the
Oh!
back because there's a bunch of people coming there. You get pushed a little further back. We will start with Steve. He fires his fusion pistol.
Oh God, a fusion pistol.
You are kind of at close range, however, also close range with it.
God dang it.
It goes wide because the thing you just hit him with, as it fires, because of those two disadvantage, it's gonna miss completely as it hits one of the empty cages, like just sort of shattering it. And then in the room, I'm just gonna go kind of a first. Some of them are trying to they're trying to not fire at Sarah as of yet. They're kind of in close combat, but there's a lot of people and it's awkward.
Okay,
So-
that's
Wow.
so bad.
100
How did?
and
Okay, well
Wow.
that's them.
how
You.
how many disadvantages were there?
100 with 2 drawbacks.
Oh Jesus. Let me check.
Do
one
they all
thing
explode? Do they all
real
die?
quick.
One
Was
of
it
them
spontaneous combustion? Well, that's
Can
convenient.
can the giant gorilla be down here?
It's gonna be too big to get down here. However, as people let me make a note. I had 2 groups of 4. That's gonna be 2 groups, 1 of 2, 1 of 4. As they're trying to kind of get to you, they get in each other's way, and one person like 2 people actually get sort of knocked out. As there's people are shoved into it. Like Sarah, you feel yourself kind of get hit, and it shoves one person's the head's unarmored head kind of hits some of the ruined monitors pretty hard. Someone else kind of goes down underneath. They essentially kind of fuck each other up. And
Gotcha.
Nessa, you've got another set of guards who are running towards this whole awful thing. You've got Steve, and you have eyes on everything. You've also remember you're able to do control electronic stuff throughout the throughout the lab.
I've hacked the system. Can I hack the system again? How bright do we think I could get these lights going?
You can bring them up to you can bring them up like a lot. Like there's LED lights that can actually be like brought up pretty high if you want.
All right, not briefly blinding.
Do you want to hit like a quick? If you hit a quick thing, like is this in the room with them where you've also got your friends in there, or is this in the halls?
Yeah, I want to say on the comms like everyone close your eyes and then just kind of like do like a quick like flash, turn the lights on and off, but like really fucking bright.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make your roll here. I'm going to give you 3 disadvantage. We'll give you 2 advantage, but 3 disadvantage because close your eyes is a lot easier to say when you're don't have someone with a gun at you or like in physical conflict.
Oof. Well, that's a 76. 1 boon, 1 drawback, which is going to cancel out. My thing is a 65, and Jesus, I'm not spending any fucking luck. This just fails.
You close your eyes, and then the lights brighten up for a second, then go down, then brighten up, go down, like real quick. Does it
just like normal? Like I'm like flickering lights in a classroom. Everyone's like, okay, whatever.
Like, wasn't supposed to do that. How do you keep rolling 1 above? What at least
no, this
1
is
above.
10 above.
No, but the thing is like if it's just 10 above, you can just spend 10 and you're good. But if it's 11 above, you have to spend 20.
Michael, we're really at a point where I can't spend 10. We're getting real low.
You are cursed with your dice. Everyone, go ahead and make your
read the situation.
Yeah.
When we get back to Ars Magica, I don't want anyone complaining about how fucking Pen is rolling really good. Because this is why we get all the bad rolls out now.
Oh, initiative's different.
This is just about success.
Oh God.
Okay, I feel like that should count for something, Michael. A 1 plus a boon.
Well, Sarah, with the you have some boons on Read the Sitch.
No, I just don't. That just is natural.
Oh.
A 1?
No, did your character automatically get bonuses on Read the Sitch?
I don't think so, and I deleted both as
it was a mistake then. Yeah, so it'll just be a 1, which is a success. So
they need to amend this system because rolling a 1 on a D100 should be way like we should all be screaming our heads off. No, D20.
What you want to do if it's not a pass fail, you want to roll ideally the highest you can and still succeed. Because if it's not pass fail, that is how much damage you do.
You want to roll like a 49 on a 50.
Or no, you want to roll a 50 on a 50. Because if you have a 50, the 50 succeeds. Yeah,
they should do it in reverse.
I mean, the
1
better. Here definitely works. So I think, Steve, you're going to go after NPCs, and it sounds like... Nessa, did you roll as well?
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't. Hold on.
Come on!
$66.
What's your Read a Sitch?
50.
All right. So we got everybody in that little computer room. You're going to go first in the security room. You're going to go first. Then it'll be them, and then it'll be Steve and Nessa.
Okay. Is there any way I can grab Spencer?
Yeah.
Like, do I know where he is? Okay.
Yeah. The lights just flipped on and back off.
I want to do something, but it's kind of like a dual action because I want to like get us out of that space because I have thrown weapons. I have 3 copies of thrown weapons with additional keywords of close range, concussive, and debilitating. So I want to get us out of there.
Okay. So you want to basically like grab him and then go and throw it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's give you in this case. Do you have anything with your thrown something? Do you have any automatic bonuses for that?
No. Wait, hold on. No, I don't.
Okay, because Jordan got pushed further back. Make your roll for disadvantage. These are concussives. You got to try to grab him and rush out to see if you get out there without getting hurt.
No advantages?
Nope. Because part of this is what you want to do is rough.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking good.
As you grab him,
Fuck yeah.
as it hits, like each of you are going to take 10 as it goes down, and there's just a and that thing goes off, and everyone's in close quarters. So the two groups are now down to a 1 and a 3. But the two of you have kind of gotten into that hallway. And then Jordan, you're the next one to go.
Cool.
I don't know, are you just grabbing and running, or
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I am going to take off my guard uniform and just like try to be a person like who's just like running away. Like,
okay?
there was an explosion.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so say as you sort of whip off the thing and go. So as you run, you're gonna. There's a group of other guards are running towards you.
Oh God! Oh God! There was something blew up back there.
And are you bringing Sarah? Are you dragging Sarah with you, or
I think so.
Okay.
I think I'm like, and she got hurt.
go ahead, roll your convince someone. Give yourself 2 extra advantage depending on what you have there, and then we'll give you 2 disadvantage because they may be able to recognize they don't know you as they rush through.
So I do have inconspicuous too.
Oh, give yourself 2 extra. Give yourself 2 extra advantage. So
Oh,
4
okay,
advantage,
cool.
and then what's it? 2 disadvantage.
Cool. So that is a 90.
What's your normal percentage there?
It is 50.
Okay, so we're gonna say 60 with the extra boon,
Okay.
but that would still be
I would still not get me enough.
yeah. So there's just a moment where this I'll make through it here. They're just sort of they stop for a moment. Goes, wait, stop. Who are you?
My name is Charlie Bucket.
One of them's like, wait a minute.
I'm just a little guy.
All right, and Steve. Once again, as he fires at you, oh shit, that thing is starting to heat up. With his 2. So as it's starting to heat up, he's actually going to take 2 there as well.
Okay.
But you are going to get sort of splashed, like as you get hit with it for 42.
Oh, 42 luck?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. I'm
That's
hurting.
so
Jesus.
What are you
Oh,
down?
Jesus.
What are you down to?
I'm at 38.
Okay, still up, but it's going to be rough. Hopefully, you're getting some help soon. Yeah, as it hits you, now we are Nessa and Steve. So Nessa, remember,
Nessa, help!
you're able to help in certain ways.
Loosen-
Steve.
After getting blasted with that, you just hear Lucky, loosen, do something. Do something.
Can I hack his gun?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Blow his fucking gun up in his hand.
Yeah, if you want to make a roll for, go ahead with 1 advantage, 2 disadvantage. Anything else you have for like crashing a system?
Righty.
Most things are connected to stuff, so they know if things fire and keep information. That lets you get back to it.
God damn it,
What the
88.
What was your crash system?
Jesus Christ.
My crash system is 70.
Can you take 20?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
All right, go and roll 2 disadvantage.
Double drawbacks.
Okay.
So 40.
Well, no. So what'll happen here? Let me just double check. We're getting to wound territory as you're getting feedback that's happening. You're gonna go ahead and take 1 wound.
I mean, don't I have 5 more until I get wounds?
The what?
I still have 5 luck left.
Well, the thing is, you just use 20. So that's the thing is those 2 are going to take you down by 20. So basically, down by 1, and then you're going to take we'll say it this way, 1 wound.
Okay.
As like there's physical feedback as it hits.
I have used my influence token to stop this.
Not on this one. However,
Damn it.
There's going to be some advantages. I don't think there's any. I've made a thing if there's specific things that go with wound or negatives.
We could short out my cybernetic eyes. I do need
Yeah,
those to see.
basically wounded 1, which means you'll have an extra disadvantage because you're hurt. However, you overloaded his weapon. And what was your roll again?
88,
88.
I think, right?
His
Yes.
weapon explodes. He took 88 points of damage. He's now down to 32 because he had like 122 on there. As that thing there's a huge explosion. The animals go nuts. In like you hear Pete the chimpanzee going. There's also like a panther screaming and like a wolfhound in there as well. Like as they're going nuts in their cages as that sucker explodes, and he's now hurt pretty bad, which takes us to Steve's turn.
If we kill this guy, do we kill the guy who's supposed to give us money, technically?
No, because this is someone else. Because like basically, he was able to load himself into a body. Anyone else, any other people can load themselves into the body as well. The same way that a few of you are in different bodies right now.
Okay.
All right. I am going because I assume that thing blew up and like he is like stunned. I'm just gonna run up and just uppercut this motherfucker. Just well, bam.
Make your roll.
So that strike someone with an 85. I have no advantages. What's my disids?
No disadvantages because right now he is like again. Something just blew up.
Damn it.
You have 85.
Oh yeah, I have an 85.
Oh,
It's always 6s.
Do me a favor, and you always get 1 advantage in hand to hand. Go ahead and just roll an advantage die. Okay.
No.
Nothing.
Do you want to spend 20 luck?
I have 38, so that put me at 18.
That's
so
fine.
I could.
You'll kill the guy.
Yeah, because the thing is once you get that, you start taking wounds, and the wounds kind of grow until you get like unconscious.
Yeah. So I rolled 2 disadvantage dice, right? Because I spent 20.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, our luck is so bad.
Is there some kind of like gambling thing that is based off of a D100 that we could go
here's
do?
the funny thing. The amount of time in both Spectaculars and Dust City Outlaws where everyone rolled successes every fucking time they ever rolled. Like I don't know what's happened here, and in Spectaculars, not this week, but the last week, there was a lot of people like rolling poorly. What
so
are
this
you
is
down,
your luck,
What are you
Michael.
down to as far as luck goes?
Well, before those drawbacks, I dropped to 18.
18. Okay. You're going to drop down to 0. You're not wounded yet. Yeah. So at this point, he goes down.
All right. Good. I assume we go into other people then, or
Yeah. Well, I think we can kind of hit stuff back in the hall. What are Jordan and Sarah doing?
Still running for the exit.
Just running past those guards to try to stop you?
Okay. I have a 60 on intimidate someone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna like. Do I still have the helmet and stuff on?
Yeah, you haven't taken your stuff off yet. Jordan has.
Okay. Let me see what kind of guns I have.
I feel like you could just crack your visor and look at them with your eyes crazy and
Because
run
also remember,
menacingly.
To them, you just look like another guard.
Oh,
Right.
Do you just want to try to like be like, I need to get this guy out of here or something, or do you want to fight them?
I'm going to appeal to like Do you really want to die doing this? Like, do you
Go ahead,
really want to?
make your intimidation roll. We'll say 2 advantage because there's all the confusion. However, we'll say 2 disadvantage because you are another guard, and that is a weird way to.
Hell yeah.
All right. Go ahead, regain 10 luck. There's just this
Woo!
moment as you sort of say that, they just sort of wait and go, what was it? They kind of like go past you to see what's going on, and one of the guys just goes, must be that new shift that was supposed to be showing up. What the fuck is wrong with them? As they run past you, kind of towards the hall.
Yeah, come on, let's go. I'm like just dragging Spencer behind me.
Yeah.
All right.
Ugh.
Steve, you're
Is
you're
it
in the
about
room by
this?
yourself.
Is it about that point they hear the explosion from the lab or from the animal pens?
Yeah, there's an explosion the other way. Are you rushing towards the animal pen to check with Steve?
Yeah.
This is the craziest.
So there's a cabinet there, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna see if there's trank
Yep.
darts in there. I'm gonna grab a trank dart, walk up to the pen. Patoof. Once it's out, open the cage, and I'm bolting.
All right.
Got the monkey over my shoulder.
Yeah, it's just it takes a moment for them to go down. So Nessa, while this is happening, you're watching on the feed. As the other guards rush up, they're very quickly told sort of what happened, and now you have a group of guards starting to run towards the animal pens, where you just see Sarah and Jordan like kind of come into the room while Steve is pulling an unconscious orangutan or chimpanzee out of a cage.
Okay, so we got him?
Well, they got him,
Yeah,
but Nessa, you're seeing them running, and the thing is, they're closer to the exit than they are. There could be some things you can do. Remember, you've got control of the systems in this, and everything's electronic.
Is there a way I could lock the doors where the guards are without trapping someone, without trapping part of our group in with them?
Let us all pray that your curse is over.
Don't, you've jinxed it already.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead and make your roll.
God.
Go when
Okay,
you
is
make the
this-
roll. Give yourself 2 advantage, 2 disadvantage.
Okay.
Look,
Is this a
can't
crash
watch.
the system?
Yes.
Okay, that's a
Okay.
56.
Oh my god.
And they strike that door with a shocking amount of force. Those doors, however, this is one of those labs where shit needs to close. And when that closes, they need to make sure whatever they've been working on can't get through. Because sometimes they work on dangerous things. And they hit that door. Sarah Jordan Steve, you are you pulling out that orangutan.
Yeah, a chimp. Yeah, I'm just like,
Or
all
chimpanzee.
right, let's get the fuck out of here. Get to a van. Let's go. Lead the way.
Get to the chopper.
Yeah, we're bolting.
Yeah, I would say the thing is like the easiest place for you at this point is to probably get back up the way, because like the only other way to get in through is not a van. You've got to go through. There's like a subway system. Like this is one thing is like Nessa's able to check. There, like especially once you're in here, there's a subway system that makes its way down here. That's what they're using to get here from the bathrooms of
Okay.
of the Muskies.
Oh.
So it's either that way, or what you're doing is you're heading back up the way you came in.
I'm just saying, taking a train to to a Muskie's bat, just being like the fucking. If you guys could disguise your faces enough, being the fucking like security cam footage of a bunch of people just carrying a chimpanzee out of a Muskie's bathroom.
The
All right.
I think we go out by the mechanical gorilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did hack it, so.
Yeah, you do have control over the gorilla. So you guys head up.
Yeah.
Climbing is going to be rough with the chimpanzee. Possible.
Well, we did set up 2 like bonuses,
Oh
right?
yeah. You have some bonuses. Whoever wants to make the climb, go ahead and go 3 total, including those 2. 3 advantage, 2 disadvantage.
I have a 75.
I'm
So,
terrible
Let's
at
put
this.
you in charge. You're the one leading
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Plus, you're the
You-
one who has to carry a monkey.
You're the ninja.
So you said 3 advantages, 1 disadvantage?
2
Please don't
disadvantage.
fuck me. What? 2 disadvantage. All right.
Have you ever tried to carry someone unconscious before? Or in theater where they decide to go totally unconscious and just flop instead of keeping themselves stiff? It sucks. It's hard.
Damn it.
What,
But I did get a boon.
Wait, what
1
is-
boon,
what is your
85.
percentage?
My percent. Hold on. I went full screen somehow. I'm not sure how I did that.
Oh, full
There we go.
screen.
75.
That boon brings it up to an 85.
Oh my god, I got it.
Nice.
Just
As all
got
of
it.
you, like, as you're heading up, thank God, Sarah, on your way down, you managed to make a few places. Oh, if we move some of these in, we can get a better foothold. And it managed to stay because you rolled so many fucking advantages on the way up. The way down, rather. Up is a whole lot easier as you manage to kind of pull yourself up, and then, like, that Nessa, do you just have like the huge gorilla thing just sort of like sitting there as they come up, or what?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Can we ride the gorilla out?
Yeah. It's the size of a truck. You could kind of get like it could kind of like scoop you up.
I think that'll make us pretty like noticeable, like very conspicuous. Let's get in the van.
Yeah. Send the gorilla out
Yes.
first to
Send
be a
the gorilla
distraction.
out the opposite way.
Yes.
All right. I make the gorilla pick up like some random stuff,
Okay.
like a box or something where
Just
it looks
start
like he's.
fucking shit up
And then
outside.
it just runs through, and then y'all get in the
King
van and
Kong.
then head away.
Yeah,
The gorilla
we're,
runs for freedom while holding things.
All right.
we're gonna
and-
drive off.
In my mind, the the ex-mayor AI at some point is going to take over this gorilla.
He's
And
gonna be
yeah,
like, I was looking for a new body.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, and you haul ass. You basically get to the drop off point, and end of game.
Nice.
That was insane.
I will say
I only-
there's probably a few things I got a little off because I have both Dusk City Outlaws
Eh.
and Spectaculars in my mind, which are similar. What were your thoughts though on system wise?
I like this.
I like this aside from my.
I like
rolls.
this when like the luck when we're not like rolling like shit, but otherwise I like it.
This is the worst
mean,
I've seen someone roll
I
in
like-
the system.
I like the tension at the end there where it's like, oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
We're really out of like. I mean, technically, we had some more time before wounds started really accumulating, but like,
Well, technically,
doesn't
I
feel
probably
good to
should
be
have
out of
done
luck.
wounds for the one Steve was fighting, but I'm also looking at time and going.
yeah.
No, we're like, at this point, it would just be trading wounds, and like they would get there soon. But let's just keep for tempo. Let's just fucking go.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was really
Jesus.
fun.
It was very fun.
I'm really curious how. So like Spectaculars has all this stuff set up where like you're always building the various things about our like the city information. I'll just move y'all back there. Like all this stuff,
Yeah.
and like I'm
That's-
really kind of like curious if the jobs they have work into this stuff.
That's
Or if
my
it-
favorite part
Yeah,
so far. I really, really liked that.
I
Mm-hmm.
the ones from Spectaculars we used for masks.
Yeah, that was it
Yeah.
was really cool.
Yeah, we
I
love
love
that.
I love the world building and masks. That was so much fun.
Because we used microscope and then we used the
Yeah.
spectacular
Yeah.
setting
Oh,
book.
nice.
I remember
Um,
it was dope.
Yeah, and then like this stuff is super cool. My question is, do they work it into it? Because there's some specific things here. Like, I think you're like, oh yeah, they use cutting edge weaponry and cybernetics. But the whole thing about this mission is, they don't like cybernetic stuff down there. They tend to keep most of it. Like they want their guards to be humans, so there's less likely of them being taken
Oh,
over.
sure.
But I think we did like, oh yeah, it's mostly like power armor and synthetics. It's like, yeah, that does go directly against what the. Which I mean, there's gonna be other.
I think
people
that
hired.
that makes sense. You know, like I have a friend who's like a tech whiz, and he's like he spends more money making sure that like everything in his house doesn't have like a fucking touch
Yeah.
screen than like it would cost. Like I'm like it costs more money for you to like replace that door in the
Mhm.
long run. And
Yeah.
he's like, well, because I know what it's gonna like. I know how people can fucking hack my door. The amount of time I've just been arguing with my landlord about this is worth it to me.
What
So-
would be kind of fun is if the first time you did this, you made all these decisions. But, oh, they didn't use all that shit. But that private security firm is a recurring thing
Yeah.
that comes up. So later on, you're like, wait, where'd they get all that shit? They didn't have that before. They just used people. And now they're like power armor and synthetics and cutting edge weaponry.
Yeah. They keep it with the good shit.
Cool. Yeah, that is the playtest they've got out right now for Neon City Outlaws.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
It is very neat.
All right, I'm going to tell people where we can find all you wonderful folk. And I've got you both got Sarah, Jordan, Steve, and then Nessa is how I see y'all on my list.
I'm Sarah. I'm Powerful Week pretty much everywhere. You want to find me? You're welcome to. Jordan.
Oh God, I already forgot that I was number 2. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at this. Hey, my name is Jordan. You can find me at GM Jordan most places.
Hi, I'm Steve. I'm the Dragon Axe. You can find me at Beards and Barbarians, Ronin's Den podcast. I'm going to be running the Crypt is Open for Grimstone Gaming here in a couple months So it's good. I got a lot going on. You'll find me a lot of places.
Hello, I'm Nessa. You can find me everywhere under Loch Nessa. I'm also going to be on the Grimstone Gaming Crypt is Open game. I'm also on Dead Teen House Party if you want to hear a bunch of people recap 2008 horror TV series at you.
All right, and I am Michael, Improv GM, and next week we'll be back into Ars Magica, and we will catch you later.